existing since time began. Raw side paranormal seeks the truth, looking for some kind of real proof. Creepy floorboards and eerie dark mist. Grab your camera and document this. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the wrong side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadow hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. The icy air touches your neck. You feel like screaming, but you stay in check. All's rising up to take the magical flight. You can't believe what's happening tonight. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side.
Hello, hello, Mr. Bill. How are you?
Good. How about you, Laura?
I'm doing all right. Hi, everybody. All right, come on, guys. What did you think of the new intro?
I liked
think-
it.
Oh, I think it's slamming. I can't stop smiling. I think it's great.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
I think well, you should think it's pretty good because you did it. Everybody, Bill
Yeah.
made my new intro, and I just think it is fantastic. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah, I thought it came out pretty dang tootin', man.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Pomp. Hi, Miss Lisa. How are you, darling? Oh, yeah, she loves the new intro. I've been listening to it on and on because I just love it.
Yeah, it
Hi,
actually makes me
Aaron.
like the song better too.
Yeah, well, the way you timed it perfectly, but still, my favorite part is when the soldier comes through the mirror.
Yeah,
And then
me
he
too.
puts his foot down, and then it slams the music, and it's like, oh my god, that's so great.
Yeah, and actually, of course, with the lyrics when it says "since time began," I had to like pick out something old, and I was like, oh, that soldier in the Revolutionary War outfit was perfect, So
Yeah,
then he comes through the
awesome.
mirror. Yeah, that's killer.
So
Yep.
yeah, standing ovation for Bill. He did a great job. He's the bestest. Yay!
Thank you.
Yay!
Laura, this is where you need your little things on your
Yeah, someday
things
I'll
to
get
work.
those hooked up. Yeah, my sound effects. None of them
Yeah,
work
your
on the
sound-
laptop. None of it. It's yay! We just
Yeah. Thank
There you
you.
go.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh my god. Welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome to Chairman. Nice to see you here. Miss Lisa, I'm glad you like the intro. I'm good. Everybody here is good. Let's see, Janice, welcome. Who else?
I think
Miss
I've seen.
Betty.
Hasn't the chairman's been here before?
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Good to see
thank
you,
you.
everybody.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you, Lisa.
Whoever donated, as the veil thins. Thank you, sweetie, for your donation. I appreciate it. That doesn't always pop up, and when it does, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I can't see that. I don't even, as the veil thins, is even in here.
Well, apparently she's a lurking. That's okay.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Lurking. So
Awesome.
that's great. I still gotta set up something with her. I promise I'll get to you. I didn't forget. I've just been overloaded with a bunch of things, and it just keeps the pile keeps getting higher.
Yeah, Laura's
It's
been she's been ghosting even me.
oh,
She's been
jeez.
busy with her son is doing a move, so she's been pretty busy. So
Yeah, trying to do that and everything else. There's Miss Carla.
Carla,
Did you see the new intro, Carla? Or did you miss it? It is
we might have to
banging.
play it a little later when people
Oh, yeah,
start.
we'll play it again.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I must have played it about 20 times already. Hi, Calamity. Welcome. Welcome.
Calamity. Yeah, nice to see you.
Awesome. Everybody is popping in. This is open mic night, guys. And me and Bill talk about anything and everything. And you guys are always welcome to join in and throw stuff at us. And we'll just, we'll have to play it again for you, Carla. It's the bomb. I know I date myself when I say that, but it's great. Bill did a fantastic job.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah, it's always open mic with me since I'm so darn boring. I don't have anything to talk about too much except for like I don't know anything other than ghostly stuff. But you know, I'm down for anything. Anything
There
that
you
pops up
go.
in the comments. You know, car troubles, women troubles, men troubles. Hey, I mean,
Women.
you know, I've been through it all. Not the listen. Wait, whoa. Wait, let me get
Yeah,
something
yeah.
straight. I haven't been through men
Right,
troubles. I'm just saying. I can tell you what to look out for in a crappy guy, you know, what to
right.
watch out for. I'm just saying.
That's all. He can give you advice on how to stay away from the crappy ones.
That's right, man.
Carla said, because Bill is awesome. Yeah, he worked his butt off on that. And it was great. I showed it to George today. He goes, oh, the part where you've got the ghost going through the cemetery.
Yeah, after
The,
the Ouija board.
yeah, where the two guys are looking out the window and they see the lady ghost going through the yard there. And George goes, if
Yeah,
I ever seen that, he goes, I'd shit myself.
I know. Yeah, with the two guards. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yep.
Yep.
And you know, I was having trouble like every time the lyrics said, you know, grab your REM pods and K2s, I could not find anything for that. And it was like, and then anything you can use, I just defaulted to cameras every time that came around.
Right.
Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna forget the whole REM pods and K2s. Anybody trying to use like any footage I could find of that, I was like, you know what? Forget finding anything of like that. So I was just like, skip that part because I was trying to for the lyrics, trying to like match up the video to the lyric.
Right.
You know, that's kind of what you do. And so I was like, I couldn't find nothing like that. So I was just like, screw it. Just
No, it's great the way it is. Hi, Steph. Steph wants you to sing it for us.
okay. Let me see. Here we go. Anything that you could use, you get on your running shoes. No, I that stuff. That's about as
Yay! Lighter
hey,
on, lighter on.
hey, Steph. I thought you had to work or something late, but I'm glad you're joining in. We were on Laura. In case you don't know, you were I think either sleeping or something, but we were all on late watching Uncle Junk.
Oh, Jimmy. Yeah. So I miss him sometimes. I usually when I'll pop in, like if I wake up at like 3:00 in the morning, I'll check
Yeah.
my phone and he's on. I'll pop in and say, hey, and then it's about it.
Yeah, you're still at work, Steph. Okay. Well, yeah. So like, I think what it is like somebody. I think it was Shadow Cat. She was saying maybe it was her or no, it was Raven. That it was actually relaxing watching because I'm watching this dude and I'll watch my kids play like Roblox
Right.
and it's actually relaxing watching them go through like the town.
Right.
And I think that's what it is. Like I'll sit there and watch, you know, Jimmy play like and he's running and stuff and I'm like, oh, and going through a forest and I don't know. I guess that's what it was. I was more relaxed than anything watching this somebody else play a video game and I never thought I would do that.
Right. Well, you lulls me into sleep. I go to sleep.
I think, and that's what it was. I started
out.
telling it. I was like everybody. I was like, I'm fading, you know.
Yeah,
and,
I'm going.
So, I, of course, I'm sitting here. I'm not in bed. If I was in bed, I'd be like, I would just have the headphones on and listen. But I had to like get out of this chair and go to bed. So,
yeah, no, that's my problem. Is I get it ready for bed. I get into bed, get comfortable. And, I stand my phone up and I turn it on to who I'm watching that night. and I never make it through the whole video.
Yeah.
That's when I wake up and my glasses are kind of like this.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Jimmy to like please get off the stream, like just end his live stream because I felt bad. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted Jimmy to end it because then at least it'd be on his watch, his dime. Like
his end, right?
Like, yeah, he'd be like, "Well, guys, I'm gonna head out." I'd be like, "Okay, I feel at least better that he's ending it and I'm not leaving." You know, it's like you feel like you're leaving your
jumping ship.
Yeah, you feel like you're like leaving your friends. You know.
I know, yeah, you do feel bad. It's like, I'm sorry, but my eyes won't stay open anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
How's it going, Ace? Welcome.
Hey, face the Ace.
But good, yeah, it's I will have to play it again. So when everybody else pops in that missed it, because it really is it's a great intro, and I really appreciate it. You just did a fantastic job. You should do that for a living, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I thought about it. There is a thanks Carla for posting that. Hey Raven. I was thinking there is a website you can go on where you can charge like, I don't know, a certain amount of money per like every 4 minutes, and some people charge like per every 8 minutes and stuff. But when I looked, there was like hundreds of people doing it, and I'm thinking, I would just be in a sea of other people doing that.
Oh, okay.
That like sort of put the kibosh on it, and I don't know. I just never followed through with it.
Hell, I don't know. I think it's great. A Calamity says you should probably get footage for it from the fake channels. It's their go-to tech along with mobile phone apps. You're right. She's talking about like the REM pods and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Miss Raven. Hello, Miss Raven. So yeah, that's let me catch up here. Let me catch up. I think I caught up. Okay. Yeah, no, well, you don't really realize that how many people do that stuff until you look it up.
Oh, it's crazy, man. It was like it's like hundreds. It's a dedicated website for it. It's like, oh, I think actually there's people. So there's like, say there's people that they love to go out and film, but they hate doing the editing, and I'm like, oh, I could do that for people. So yeah, I thought, well, I would love to do that, and then they'll tell you what they want done with their videos. So I went onto that website, and I'm like, I could build my wheelhouse and a portfolio. And then I went on there and I'm like, wow, there's hundreds of people doing that. And I would just be in a sea of other people. Whereas like, they're like young professional kids doing this. And I'd just be like this old guy, like that, I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to compete. That's kind of the way I felt. So.
Well, no, I think you shouldn't feel that way because, I mean, you're looking at it through different eyes than they are. So you might have an edge that they don't.
I thought that, but also I felt like I would have to undersell myself. And I always, as a business owner before, you never undersell what you're worth. Yeah. And I felt like I'm not going to undersell what I'm worth. And if you do undersell what you do, you're gonna put yourself out there as perhaps that you do crappy work. So if say like they're charging, say they charge $20 per every 4 minutes, and then I say, well, I'm going to charge $12 or $15, and then they see that and they go, well, he must not be very good, so I'm still going to go with the $20 guy for every 4 minutes. I don't want to put myself out there as the crap work. Because you and I know in the dental industry, when we would see like a $50 or $49 crown, we knew they were crap, right? So like now you're putting yourself out there as crap. So I just felt like, nah, you know what? I just abandoned the whole idea. So I just felt like, nah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Okay, lurk away, Steph. That's okay. She's got a couple more minutes of work left.
Oh, okay, Steph.
So yeah, no, I get that point because I'm guilty of that too. When I was doing, things on a personal level and I was, underselling my work, and I'm thinking, you know what, I bust my ass on this stuff, and
yeah, and
so I put it out there. Either you want it or you don't, and it's you can't undersell.
Right, and then when your hobby becomes work, and then now you're not getting like really what you should be getting for your talent, it becomes you become resentful toward your work. And then I felt like I was actually starting to feel overwhelmed before I even was doing any. I was like,
Yeah.
I looked at that website and I saw everybody and I was like, wow, I would just blend into a sea of other really good people that like, nah, I just backed away. I think I was going to say Face the Ace has cups of coffee right there.
Yeah, his coffee ready. It's ready to roll.
Yeah, he's got the right idea.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten to Bill's stage yet where he's got the thermos.
I know. I only for the show. Well,
next Bill will be there with that like 50-gallon pot thing.
My daughter says to me the other day, she goes, "Dad, did you know that coffee is addictive?" And I'm like, yeah. That's all I said.
Sure.
Like, your point is,
you can be addicted to anything. Just, depends on what your niche is. Steph says you could put yourself out there as Crap Bill. Put me. Oh wait, Bill.
Me, I put myself out there as
I'm the shit, like in a good day. That's right.
In a good way.
So.
I never thought of it like that, Steph. I think you're onto something.
Right. Well, like when I sell, because I still make, rosary beads for people who would like to use them as protection or prayer, meditation. But I only do it now, if somebody requests it, because I used to have a large inventory and it's getting harder for me to make them. But, the stuff I use Swarovski crystals. I got to pay for those. So, they could, rake up a pretty good bill. So when you're paying, $40, $50, you're getting, the top of the line, stuff. And it's all hand done. So it's, it's going to last you for years and years.
So what do you have to call Russia for those? Hello.
I get it. Well, yeah, I get them online and I search for the best
direct your call.
Try to find the best ones that are really nice, different shapes.
We have special Andrasky crystals.
Blue light special. The blue light special.
The blue light special.
You remember that? The blue light special?
Yes.
As long as I am not the monkey shit. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the monkey shit.
No, they launch it at you, staff at the zoo.
Yeah, they do. Speaking of zoo, did you see what they're doing at our zoo?
No, what?
They're putting dinosaurs up there.
Oh, yeah. What?
I think that's cool. I want to go see them.
Laura, you do know that dinosaurs don't exist, right?
No, but this is still the idea of having a picture with a tyrannosaur or whatever, or triceratops. It'd be pretty cool.
A picture? Ooh.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute. This is all messed up. Like a poster? Welcome. Or
we could go up there and have bring your kids. We'll put your kids inside their mouth and take the the photograph.
Like the one from Pee Wee Herman.
That's fun. Yeah. Steph says you have a zoo. Yes, we have a zoo.
Yeah, Laura has one at her house.
Oh, good Lord!
It's going to get better now.
But we also have a ski chalet and. We have a professional hockey rink. We've got a professional baseball field.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of everything.
T-Rex.
And now we've got T-Rex. Yeah, that's going to be cool.
I'm still very confused. Maybe it's going to be people in those blow-up, those outfits that have air blowing through them. That what I'm talking about?
No. It's actual life-size. I don't know what the hell they're made out of, but I seen them putting them up. The video was on today, and I think WKTV covered it. And I was like, "Oh shit! Look at that! That's pretty neat."
But dinosaurs don't exist. How come we have a zoo?
Well, they're probably doing a whole.
I don't get it.
Kids section, because they have the kids part of the zoo, and so it might be something incorporated with
petting zoo with dinosaurs.
Yeah, we're gonna go pet the dinosaurs.
They still don't exist. But I don't understand.
Stop being a killjoy, man. Stuff says no fair. You get Jurassic Park. Yeah, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe hook it up where you got Tremor, You can
Maybe
feel
they're dead.
the
Maybe like
ground
they're laying.
tremors.
Maybe it's just bones on the ground or something.
Uh, could be part of the educational program that they got going up there, but yeah, they're
Perhaps.
renovating, they're
Perhaps.
renewing and updating the zoo, so they're adding all these features. So it'd be pretty cool.
I haven't been there in like 35 years.
Oh, we went back. Oh God, when they first started doing the renovations, they pretty much a lot of the animals were moved because they were
Okay.
redoing the buildings, so there really wasn't much there.
Did they kill them? They like
No,
they just didn't bother move them. They kill them, right?
They boxed them up and sent them to your house. That's what you got all in all those sheds over in your yard.
Yeah, exactly.
Here they banging, the monkeys are trying to get out.
Or like we,
And
you
those
know, we
strange
can't.
noises. The strange noises you hear at night are the buffalo running through,
Yeah,
chasing the Amish.
bison. Yeah, they're. Oh, I made this coffee good. It's nice and
Oh,
it's nice and
you made the coffee?
strong. Yeah, I
Your
always
woman
pretty
on
much do.
strike?
Yeah. Bill, you'd get a 30-second head start before we set the Velociraptors after you in a game of hide and seek. Clever girl.
No, he
I'm
goes,
just-
not real. It's not real. And it spits that shit on him. Ah!
Yeah, no, that's the other one.
Oh, all
Come on,
right.
come on, stupid, come on. No wonder why you're extinct.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Hey, James, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, great movie, by the way. I love that movie. The first one
It
was
is
the best.
It was. I remember when it came out, we had just bought our surround sound system.
Dude, do you remember when that first came out and the first scene where the brontosauruses were like, she was like looking at the leaf going, this leaf has been extinct for 30 million years. And then he's like, they're in the Jeep and then, you know, and I remember that CG, like when you see it now, it's ridiculously terrible. But I remember when that came out, what, in like 1993 or whatever that movie was, or 91 or 3, I think it was 93. It was like, oh my God, it looks friggin' real.
Right. Well, that's what we had.
I know. And it's like, the technology was so amazing. And then of course the T-Rex scene, you know, with the Ford Explorer of him like eating it and stuff. That was just like, that still is a fantastic scene. That scene still doesn't, it's just a timeless scene that won't age. Sort of like the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
That scene, I think that movie will age fantastically.
It's just a great movie. But yeah, I remember when it came out, we got our surround sound system and, you know, it's like the damn dinosaurs are right in our living room.
Yeah, I bet.
And the whole house shook. I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah. No, Steph, I didn't see the trailer for that. It's all CG. I just don't. And dinosaurs.
Well, you know, we've come such a long ways because I mean, look at from like here an example, that TV show Land of the Lost. You seen how the dinosaurs were in that?
Yeah,
you knew
yeah.
it was just like back. It was in the 70s.
Yeah,
then,
they were like
you know,
puppets.
That what is that claymation stuff that they did? I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, now look what we've got. It just it blows your mind. It really does.
Yeah, Steph, Jaws is still one of my favorite too.
Yes, Slee Stacks.
Slee Stacks. And then yeah, those weird those freak. I think we were
It's like
talking
they had a
about
slow
that.
leak. The slow leak.
Yeah,
people.
those things freaked me out. They like gave me nightmares as a kid. And then yeah, Jaws is still like one of my favorite movies. That'll never.
It's still
be a
creepy.
bad movie.
You know, it's old. It makes you afraid to go into the water.
Yeah, and because of all the problems that they had with like the pneumatics on the shark, the way that they had to fix those problems just made it such a good movie. Just such an awesome movie. No, James. James says, "Did you ever?" Sorry, Laura. Go ahead and read that one first.
No. Oh shit! Where is it?
He put dinosaurs were created by communist lizard people.
Right, communist lizard people. Yep.
Did you ever read the novel by Peter
Bentley?
Benchley, actually, is
that
his
what
last
it is?
name.
Benchley,
yeah. But you know, based on Jaws.
I never read it.
I didn't read that. My mother did, and she said, obviously, the books are always better than the movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because you could do way more in a book than you can in a movie, really. But yeah, it's creepy like Salem's Lot. Yeah. I never read the book. I was never much of a reader, to be honest with you.
My mother read all the books. She said, yeah, they were way better than the movies.
Yeah, my mother was a heavy reader too.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Steph
You're
did.
still the fear of you can't see what lurks beneath you. Exactly. You know, and I didn't have that when I was younger. You know, when you're younger, you just run and you jump in. You didn't give a crap what was in the water. Now
Yeah.
you're older. Okay, what's in here? You know?
Right. Yeah.
What am I walking on?
Yeah. Well, we used to swim in the canal and the Mohawk River.
Oh, you go in the dark, you mean?
Yeah, the muck.
Oh, I can't believe you swam in those two. Oof.
Yeah. Well, we used to water ski in the canal,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
and we jumped off the bridge, the railroad bridge, into the canal off the top. You know where the A1 Auto Parts was back there in Barnes
Yeah.
Ave?
Yeah.
There was the bridge back there. We used to hang the rope off and go, you know,
You do
swinging
know
off
that
of
that's where the gangsters used to dispose of
Yep.
things.
Yep, that's where they dumped the cars in there. Yep.
And you went swimming in that water?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Well, that was where the you jump. That was the whole I dare you to jump off the bridge thing. That's where we used to jump off.
I would say, that's all right, knock yourself out. I ain't getting in that water.
Dude, there were like telephone poles in that water. Like you'd be swimming and you'd run into like an underwater telephone pole and like
everything in that water.
Yeah. That was spooky.
It's gross.
Musky,
I won't even fish
northern
out of
pike.
that water.
Yeah, we used to fish in there too.
I mean, we would fish, but we would catch and release. I would never.
Yeah, we
eat
would
nothing
too,
out
because there'd be like big old sores on the side of those fish all the time. There'd
well,
be
yeah,
like,
I'm telling you, the water's filthy. It's contaminated.
yeah.
So you're telling us you got like a third arm or something we don't know about?
Yeah. Yeah, like Blinky,
Bill, the
like
nuclear
from
man.
The Simpsons.
Oh my God. Hi, little miss. Welcome. Yeah, that's just gross water. Gross.
Well, and the Mohawk River is actually raw sewage. That's where they dump.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
now we know that Bill has swam in raw sewage.
Yes, I did. And we didn't know it until like we got home. We're like, where have you been? We're like, we were swimming in the Mohawk River. Like, you do know that's raw sewage, don't you? We're like, no, we didn't know that. Because we were fishing too. We were pulling bullhead out of there.
Shitfish.
Yeah.
Mm.
We
Do you
didn't
have a
know
favorite
that. We were
recipe?
like,
yeah.
we were young. We were like, we were like blowing them up with firecrackers. We didn't know though. Like,
Right.
we didn't know it was bad to blow them up with firecrackers.
Nice. Sound like George. George used to do like cherry bombs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. When cherry bombs were cherry bombs.
Oh yeah, they were bad back then.
Yeah, when they were awesome. Chud. Yeah.
Yeah, if he swam in the Mohawk, that's exactly what it is. Everybody knows stay out of the Mohawk, except for the giant sewer rats. I remember the first time that I was down there to go fishing with my husband and my ex-brother-in-law, and we get out of the truck, and I walk down towards the water. I'm like, what the hell is that on the ground? Oh, those are giant sewer rats. I'm beeline right back for the truck. I said, I'm not staying here. You people are crazy.
Yeah, muskrats. Yep. You know,
they were huge.
Yeah. Did you know that so I read a whole thing because we saw one cross on the road, me and my daughters, and they're like, Dad, what is that? I was like, oh, that's a muskrat. I'm like, I never heard of it. So I looked them up, and they're like, people like eat them and stuff. Like, you make muskrat stew and everything.
It's okay, I pass.
Yeah.
I refer to you as a giant sewer rat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if he was swimming around in the Mohawk, his teeth must grow, so he probably has to gnaw on wood all the time. And
yeah, Master Splinter.
Oh God. Let's see. James said, speaking of pollution, Ridley Scott was born near my neck of the woods. Our area is the northeast of England. Is so industrialized it becomes an inspiration for a beginning of Blade Runner. Oh my God.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's everybody knows you don't swim in the Mohawk River around here. And that's the one that always floods over. Yeah. And it floods over into the farmland over there. And you know who owns that?
Yeah. And you know that Erie Foreign Auto Parts, they always get like flooded out over there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Bad. What about muskrat love? That's okay. I pass. It was just, oof. Everybody but Bill knows. And I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody, in their hometowns has one piece of waterway that, oh, no, you don't go in there.
Yeah, never go. Yeah, there's
And
weird
then you get the
stuff in there.
tourists, hey, they're all running.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. There's
Steph
one.
says,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I was gonna say, Steph said Bottle Rocket Wars. Me and my brother used to do that. And then
Yeah.
the movie Commando came out, right? And so Arnold Schwarzenegger had he took like that big square thing and he fired it down the road. So my brother took a box and he put like 6 Roman candles in it and built that thing that looked like the thing that Arnold Schwarzenegger had
Right.
in Commando. And I lit all 6 of those Roman candles on the back, and he stood in, so it looked like he painted it olive green to look like it's like military. And he's like standing in the he's standing in the road in North Utica, going like at night, making it look like some military operation going on.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like, "Get to the chopper!
I guess. Go.
You go! Come on, do it now!" Como está?
God, that's why boys are always, in trouble. They lose body parts because of the crap that they do.
Oh yeah, from the 80s movies, especially when we would order like ninja stars and like from all the ninja magazines and stuff. And
Joseph has all of those things.
oh yeah, Manrigaseries and like commas and nunchucks and everything. Yeah.
Well, and of course, I'm guilty because I used to buy him those things for Christmas gifts because he collects, exotic knives and swords, and he has the stars and the thing that they had in that movie, Crawl. It was called the lathe. He has one of those.
Oh, that's cool. The replica. That's neat. Yeah.
And what his is different. When it's all together, it looks like that lathe thing, but then you could take each individual arm off, and then it's a separate piece.
Oh,
so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
How much was that thing?
I don't remember.
$1 million.
You know where we used to find those? I used to find them. Remember that store that used to be up by the Riverside Mall area, and they had one down here. I think in
Jade East.
It wasn't Jade East. It was that other store that it was Asian owned, and they had all kinds of crap in there. I can't remember the name of it. Remember,
that narrows it down.
When you first walked in, it had a case, and because that's where I got his Conan sword, and he got a samurai sword.
He's got a Conan sword?
Yeah.
No way.
And it's funny, he has a case in his room, and I used to, when my niece was little, she's like 5. I go, here, hold this, and we would take pictures. She's this little scrawny kid and his big Conan sword. It was so funny.
That's so cool, man. I'd love to have a Conan sword.
It's heavy. Oh my God, it's heavy.
Yeah.
So he's got it in a case on the wall with the samurai swords, and then he has all the other. But I can't remember the name of the store, but it was kind of like a Five Below.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
And but when you first walked in, it had this case with all of these my camera decided to crap out. I love it. There it is. It was right there as you walked in. It was a case with all of these different swords and stuff like that. And of course, they went out of business, and so I couldn't get more because there was a few. I wanted to get him the glove with like the Wolverine.
Oh yeah, the claws.
Yeah, they had that, and I never got to get it because they went out of business.
Well, yeah, because you guys were the only customers.
Yeah. LB. Oh, that place was packed full of people all the time. It got to be where I couldn't go in there because there was so many chemicals from like air fresheners and candles and all that stuff. It gave me a really wicked headache.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Little
Steph
Miss, Little
says,
Miss. Hi, how's it going? I'm not sure if I said hello. I'm sorry.
yeah, you did.
Okay,
Hey,
just
LB, what's going on, buddy?
Mr. Albie showed up. It's the Pier 1 Imports. Yeah, that's what it was, Albie.
No, I don't think that's it. Because
No, it
Pier
wasn't
1
Pier
was.
1.
No, I don't think it was Pier 1.
No, I know it wasn't Pier 1. It was like a Five Below. And they had one up, like I said, at Riverside, and then they had one down here in Consumer Square. And then they both went out of business, which I'm surprised because there were tons of people in there all the time. And James is lurking like a lurker. That's right.
Yeah,
I
it's
lurk
all-
a lot too.
Yeah.
Bill and his Conan sword is bigger than yours.
Bill, is Conan's sword is
Bigger than yours.
No, Conan's sword is not bigger than mine. No. Hey, LB, I texted you today.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I texted him today. He didn't text me back.
Shame on you.
Sure.
Shame on you. Stephanie says, "Holy crap, Laura! I thought you were gonna finish with Dancer of Exotic." Oh no, I just
After. Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I can't remember how the name of it was, but that when I started seeing that stuff, I was like, "Oh, this is great." Joseph loves this stuff. Great Christmas gifts. And actually, I believe the Conan sword was the first one that I got him.
I didn't get it, dude. It didn't come through.
Lurking and making dinner. What are you making, Carla?
I got nothing here. That's weird.
I did text you back.
Nothing.
You pulling his chain, LB, just to make him look? Come on, fess up.
He must have been when he texted me back. It must have not went through because I didn't get it. Sometimes like where he's at, he's like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but he's like really in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
LB's out there.
He's one of those recluses, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
He hides in a shed.
Yes. Lives underground.
Eats squirrel chickens.
In a sea container.
Or what is it? Tree squirrel chickens. That's what they call them. Tree chickens.
Is that what it is? Tree chicken?
Yeah, squirrels.
Yeah.
Tree chickens. Oh, now he's being exact.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to show him.
Steph wants to know, do you take the road to nowhere to get to him? I've been on that road, Steph.
Yeah, but you can't get there from here. I wouldn't go that way if I were you.
We turned around. It's scary.
Steph, are you still at work?
I think there have been a lot of issues with the internet and stuff in the area. So who knows? He probably did send it and it just didn't go through. James says, "Why did the ghost cross the road to get to the other side?"
Mm.
But
Good one,
no,
James.
The real question is, why did he want to get to the other side? Because there probably wasn't nothing there either.
Hey, Betty.
Betty, Miss Betty, what are you eating for dinner? What everybody have for dinner?
James, you know what, dude? I just got that. Laura, did you just
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it?
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, I just got it. That's good,
I
James.
stole it from somebody funnier.
I just got it to get to the other side.
Other side, yeah. And then when it was good, delayed. And it was tough crowd. I laughed.
So, dude, you're sending me stuff.
A screenshot.
I know, and I'm not getting anything. Nothing's coming through. Like, I'm not getting any text from them. It's weird. Nothing's happening.
It's because you're in the man cave. The signal's blocked.
No, like I have perfect signal.
That's weird.
Maybe that's not the real LB.
LB, prove it's you.
Yeah. You try restarting, dude. I'm not doing that. All right, I'll try restarting.
Go to your corners.
All right, hang on. I will. I'll try restarting and you try restarting. How about that?
Steph says, yeah, I'm still screwing around. I really need to get my paperwork done. Just hide it somewhere. They won't know.
Yes, Steph. It's
Blame
almost
someone
8.
of lower rank. There you go, James. Oh, Miss Susan. What's
Oh,
going on? You're not
Susan.
feeling well.
Oh, yeah. Her time's usually about 8 o'clock. She crashes.
Well, actually, I have to confess, she got a sneak peek of the new intro last night because she couldn't wait.
Oh, good.
I said, "Do you
Did
want
she
a
like
sneak
it?
peek?" Yeah, she liked it. I said, "Do you want a sneak peek or do you want to wait?" Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, good.
So I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
What'd you do to make yourself sick?
It's probably
Did
just
you eat?
darn weather, man. She's in the same area we are pretty much.
Yeah, mud central. Everything's soaking wet.
Even though she's only like 180 miles away from us.
That's
It's
it. Yeah,
not,
about
she's
4
not
hours.
far.
Yeah. She says she might come and visit sometime, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Cool, cool, boo.
She'll be able to stay in your if you put a futon in your studio.
I plan on it eventually, but if not, she can always just stay in our camper, which would be
Oh
like
yeah, I
having
forgot.
her own apartment. That's what I
Yeah,
usually do. I have people stay in the camper. They feel more comfortable. And there's
that's actually an awesome idea.
boo. How's it going, Jeff?
Lurking while working. What's up, Jeffrey?
We all do the same
LB,
thing. Lurking
LB,
and
look.
lurking.
You see, I'm restarting.
Oh, he's restarting.
Are you restarting, LB?
Janice, hoping and praying that everyone is safe in all these storms. Oh, thank you, dear. Yeah, we're just getting a lot of rain. Nothing storm wise as far as wind and stuff.
And 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. We had frost the other night.
Dude, it sucks. I hate it, man. I'm so sick of this morning I woke up, actually yesterday, and I was like, should I wear my long johns?
Oh yeah, your way. You must have had some frost.
Dude, listen to my phone. Listen to it. It's dinging like crazy, and it's
getting all the messages that you missed.
I think it is.
Uh-huh.
All right, Albie, you know what?
Albie was right.
Yeah, Albie, you know what, buddy? Oh wait, they all went away. Hang on a second. See, he's not telling me the truth, and I don't like this about him. He does this a lot, and he's doing it during our live show, and he's making me look bad.
There's another one. See?
You hear him all? Listen to him.
Tell me, Bill, where are you? Damn it, Bill, answer the phone.
Listen to him. It says I have 5 messages. He sent those all just now to make me look bad.
That'd be funny. Did you do that? He's laughing. Yeah, that's what he did.
Wait, this was sent at 7:43 p.m. It says, "Hi, buddy. I can't today. I'm having a wheelchair ramp professionally installed." See, he just sent this. He's lying to me. No, I'm just...
Oh, God.
Oh, these are screenshots.
Yeah, Little Miss. I think everybody's getting this really weird weather. A lot of rain, and then it drops down and gets really cold. Up on the mountain, they ended up having hail and stuff like that. It was awful. So now he's talking shit in a text message, just making you laugh.
Well, I'm just laughing because he did send the screenshot. It's weird. Oh, I know why, LB. Because you were at your dad's house when you sent this, right? I bet you that's why. His dad lives in in between 2 mountains.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. But that doesn't make sense why. But that doesn't, I don't understand. It's still his fault. I still think it's his fault.
Well, we have that problem here. When you get to a certain point on 28, you get nothing. And then you hit Old Forge, and then the phone starts going bananas. And then you got to hurry up and check them all before you leave Old Forge, because then you get nothing again for God knows how many miles.
Yeah.
And then where you need to have a phone the most, like up at Blue Mountain Lake, there's no signal whatsoever.
Oh, I know.
You drive hundreds of miles and you'd be screwed. So
me and Elby went to this Blue Balls Lake. It was crazy.
Janice wants to know, Bill, is there much you haven't done? Bill is like the jack of all trades.
I never went skydiving.
Ugh, I don't blame you. I wouldn't do that either.
I've been scuba diving.
I'm not thrilled about that either.
Pritchard took me.
You know why? Because I know if I know what's underneath the water, then I probably will never go back in it.
Actually, once you're below the surface, that fear goes away because now you're under there and you can see what's under the surface. To be honest with you.
He said, did he just say Blue Balls Lake?
I did, yeah. It's a wonderful place to go.
And the water is so cold, hence the name.
When you get out,
Blue Balls.
Telling you.
Oh man. And there's the loud screams that come from that area all the time.
Why is
the guys?
Steph the only one who? Leave it to Steph. She's the only one who caught that. I said it really quick too.
I know. She's listening. So yeah, so you guys get in the water and the screams are echoed for miles.
Yeah.
In that cold water. I die laughing every time my husband gets in the pool. It's like, what the hell's the matter with you? People are going to think that you're some kind of weirdo. Because you don't understand. Just jump in, man. Get it over with. No, it's not. So yeah, that's I think that's what it is. He was messaging you from the valley, and it was just kept bouncing back and forth off the mountains, and
yeah,
that's the thing that sucks.
If I would have known that, I would have stopped over at your dad's place. Actually,
you were out roaming the streets today.
Well, I had a doctor's appointment, and then just like a regular, like how they got the 6 month thing you got to do. Well, at least my doctor, I do. It wasn't anything like. So I would have stopped over. And
he's everywhere. Where the hell I caught you? You were at the garage the other day.
Yeah, at my buddy's shop. I was over there at Dennis's place.
Let's see. She said, at least when us ladies get in the cold water, our nips are a sight for sore eyes. Yeah, exactly.
For sore eyes.
But we don't make these like howling weirdo noises.
No, don't.
Just the guys do it. But as I'm told, I don't understand. So it's and then he gets mad because I proceed, to splash him. And I say, I'm just trying to help you along. It takes you 15 minutes to get in the water. Give me a break.
Yeah, you got to sort of man up sometimes and just get it over with.
Oh, no. Someday I should film it because it's a riot.
Oh, jeez.
It's like,
Can you push them in? Do you have like a...
we've done that, yeah.
Yeah, just push them in, man.
Where Joseph will just run off the deck and jump in. It's done.
Yeah,
yeah. George is like, oh. I always told him if I was ever a comedian, I said I'd make a fortune just off the stuff he does.
James says, bellowing like a wounded water buffalo can scare small children, though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The neighbors were thinking, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd be like, dude, shut up.
He does a lot.
It would get a little old after like every summer.
Oh, yeah. It's every summer.
Yeah, I'd be like,
oh,
right.
Jesus. He's going, Jesus.
Yeah, I'd be like,
just get wet.
If my spouse did that, I'd be like, all right, so you know what? I'm going to wait for what? Well, I'm going to be in the house. You get in first. Because I don't like hearing you do that.
I just run and jump. That's it. Just
get
it over with.
Yeah. Because it sounds like torture.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't sound fun. It's kind of like whenever I see like I'll always break balls. Like it'd be like a guy riding a bike, or like the runners in 95-degree heat. They're like jogging, and they look like they're gonna pass out and die, and they're like their face, they're like, oh,
Yes.
like they're sorry that they did this.
Yeah.
That look on
Yeah.
their face is always like, I'm so sorry that I did this. God, please let me make it home. And I always say to you're in the air conditioned car, and I'll say to my wife, don't they look happy? Don't they look like they're enjoying themselves?
See how healthy they are?
I mean, yeah, they look like they need a friggin' bowl of spaghetti and a pizza.
They need something.
Yeah, they need a lot of food right now. They look sickly.
Yeah. Well, they're starting the training now for the Boilermaker. So
Oh,
they've been
God.
running up and down our street already. And there's one woman that always would jog up Judd Hill Road there. And that's
Yeah.
George. I used to have to take George to work over that way. And I how many times I've almost nailed this lady because she doesn't wear enough reflective clothing. And she does. She looks like she's ready to drop dead.
Right.
And she just keeps going. It keeps going. And I'm thinking, my God. I mean, rain doesn't make a difference what the weather is. She is running. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, Steph. So the Boilermaker is it's a marathon, a running marathon, sort of like you guys have. Like, well, there's the Boston Marathon.
Right.
What is it? 9 miles. It's a 9K, so it's not exactly 9 miles. It's just under. Was that like 6 miles or something? I don't know how many miles it is. It's a 9K, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And
it's up there. Well, because everybody from all over the world comes.
Yeah, from Kenya.
Usually the Kenyan,
like a Kenyan
the
wins
Kenyan wins. Yeah.
Yeah, always a Kenyan always wins it. And then the Matt's Brewing Company holds it. Does the Matt's Brewing Company even still open anymore?
Yes. Oh yeah, they're still operating.
Okay. Yep. So it's the Boilermaker Company runs it, and that's why they call it that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Matt's they're the one that started it.
Yeah,
so they sponsor it every year.
Company.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, James has heard of Boilermaker. The race or the drink?
Yes, actually, James, back in like 1990 or like 89, a guy from England won the Boilermaker. He came in first place. So
people from all over.
Yep, he won it. And anyway, so that could be how you. Yeah, it's very like from all over the world. It's a popular race.
Right. If you guys look it up, the Boilermaker race, and it'll pop right up. It's everybody from all over the world comes. And the wonderful part is they run right past my house.
Yeah. With any luck, next year I'm training for. With any luck, I'll be able to compete in a 1K. So.
Oh, then I'll put a sign on the lawn for you.
Yep. So I'm training now for 1K.
Actually, my friend of mine ran it 1 year, and it's funny because every time she would run, she would get gas. She'd fart. So we always thought it was funny. Yeah, it's weird.
Wait, what happened?
My friend would
stop and get gas.
She would jog. She would fart.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know why. Maybe because it's the jarring of the body.
Yeah, that's friggin' sexy. Yeah, great.
So I put a huge sign on my front lawn, saying, "Go, Jenna, may the wind be at your back."
Nice.
She knew what I was talking about, but yeah, it was really fun.
So she do.
Right.
Nice.
Of course, at that time she was vegan, so mostly what she ate was beans. So maybe that's what it was.
Oh yeah, that totally was it. Did you like warn everyone behind her? Like,
yeah, just stay away from her.
Yeah, she's farting, everyone, just so you know. I would.
But to give her credit, she used to smoke. She only trained for like 4 months, and she ran the whole thing. And that was her first time ever doing anything like that.
She finished last, but
no, she did really good time. I said, if it was me, that would have been dead at the starting line.
Yeah.
They would have did the starting pistol, and I would have passed right out.
Yeah.
No, I'm never gonna run her.
They got me.
Right.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, it is amazing when you watch some of them. Some people don't do so well, especially because it's so hot. It happens in July, and the summers have been really bad. I think they need to change it because we've had a couple of people that have actually passed from heat stroke running that race.
They died.
Yeah. So it's not I mean, it's July, it's like 90, almost 100 degrees. Big deal. They got hoses spraying water and they got people holding water out for them, but I don't think people should be running in that kind of heat.
My band used to play the Boilermaker.
Were you the guys on the corner that used to tick me off? No.
Probably. Well, no, we were up on the park.
You're right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We were like sort of near the Utica Zoo, actually.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we were more toward what's the
ski chalet?
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. Well, they usually have the radio stations on either corner, so that's how I get woken up on Boilermaker morning. You hear the guy yelling and thinking I'm bitching, son of a bitch. I close the door.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock. I don't care.
Nice.
And then you got all the ones that dress up in costumes, which is actually really funny. What is it? WOUR always does the chain gang. So yeah, Bill, were you guys an Oompa Loompa band? Did you play the accordion?
No, Steph. We were a heavy metal. We were a thrash band, actually, and I was surprised.
They played the spoons.
We got asked to do it, to be honest with you.
So you guys started playing. Like, what is that? Unplug that quick.
I didn't see
James.
Stu,
I can play the jug.
Something.
Yes, Big Stu is here and he's laughing. James plays the jug. I know a few people that play the jug too.
Like a couple jugs.
Well, it depends if it's a Friday night and it's a few jugs, yeah. But yeah, they should change it, I think. Oh, yeah, he says with both hands.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
I know. We're going down,
We're going down dirty road. I'm not going to say it. It just popped right into my head. I go, nope, shut up, Lauren, shut up.
See, I always wanted to cover tune River Bottom Nightmare Band song. I always wanted to cover tune that, and in my band they're always like, I don't want to do that song. I was like, dude, I always wanted to do that from Emma Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Yeah, well, I always wanted to cover tune that, and I never could get my bandmates on board to do that because they actually I think it was they never saw the movie, and I was like, well, let me show you the movie, and they were like, okay, and they just never did it. So I think I'm gonna have to do it myself. I'm gonna have to track all the things myself. I want to do that.
Jeff goes, go down that road. It's fun. Yeah. Steph knows what I'm talking about. What instrument and how it's played. I don't need to say it out loud.
Jeff, go down that road. It's fun. Yeah.
Jeff is such a troublemaker. Yeah, someday when it stops raining, Jeff, I'll be able to get out there and do that filming I got to do.
The double bass, yeah. So I have Steph knows what I'm talking about. We take what we want. We do anything that we wish.
You have a certificate and everything, Steph? Steph is certified. She's a professional.
Well, she's certifiable.
I've heard that. I've heard it.
Jeff,
yeah, I know, Jeff.
We know, man. Again, so he's only in Ohio, so we're not far, really. When you're talking weather, logistically, we're really not far from each other. Steph, Jeff, us, we're not far. So yeah, we're gonna build an ark as well. So
Steph, she's in Mass, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in Mass.
She's in
So,
Mass. So yeah, it's like 4 hours.
yep.
So yeah, it's the same cloud over all of us.
Yeah.
And it's the thing, the jet stream keeps dropping down and then pops circling it back around.
Yeah, this is
So we're
horse
just not getting
crap.
out of the cycle.
Yeah, I hate it, man.
Hi, Catherine. Welcome.
Hello, Catherine. How are you?
Little
Steph,
Miss only asking for a friend, James.
Steph, what part of Mass are you in? You don't have to tell us what town, but like what
The big part.
yeah, what part are you in? No, you know what? Tell us your address. What address? What's your address?
Yeah, dox yourself.
Yeah, where are you?
She's in the park by the water. Is that but it works better for you or no? Can you hold the fort down for me, Bill? I'd like to get a refill.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Because I know if I message somebody, they're not going to pay any attention to me.
Yeah, I know they won't. They'll be like, get it yourself. I'm in the pool.
Oh, hey, right. I'm in the pool. Ooh.
You know, Steph, I don't know if we've discussed it. Go ahead, Laura. Yeah,
I'll be right back.
we've discussed this. I've discussed it with Susan. I think Susan's near Springfield. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, was it you? Yeah, maybe it was you. Your Springfield, maybe. Yeah, I'll try not to. Okay, Springfield. All right. So that's kind of near. Yeah, that's like near the Connecticut border. Yeah, she's near Boston. That's right. Okay. So are you kind of like near Chicopee? Is that like you kind of near Chicopee? I used to have to drive tractor trailer over there all the time. Oh, hated it. Hated it. In a Z formation. Sucked. And then I would have to go. You're from Chicopee? I'd have to go to Boston. And I'd have to go to this garbage dump and I'd have to get cardboard. Yeah, that's creepy. Chicopee. Isn't that kind of near where Ocean Spray is? The Ocean Spray factory or whatever, and like where all the cranberry bogs are. Did you guys know that? Yeah, Ocean Spray is in Massachusetts. So next time you see that stuff. Okay, it's near the Cape. All right, yeah. I love the Cape. We used to go there like almost every year when I was a kid. Falmouth, Woods Hole, stuff like that. Where all the great whites go. What are you, prejudiced? No, just kidding. Just messing with you. Just kidding. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Is it Flaro's Phantom Files? Stopping in to say hi. Nice to see you.
Hi, Florio. Welcome, welcome. I'm back.
Got your stuff?
What did I miss? I got my coffee.
Dude, you should have heard what we were just talking about. It's crazy.
I could hear the sound was still on, guys. I hear everything. Oh my goodness. I hope you are feeling better, Florio.
Why? What was
she was suffering from migraines. Poor dear's got migraines.
Oh, yeah.
Bill knows. He's been there.
What? Okay, she was on the other day with you, right?
Yes. She's coming
okay,
on
gotcha. Yes, that's her. All right. I was in the garage. I had my phone on and I couldn't talk, but yeah, I feel for her because I'm on medication for migraines that helps control it. But when I'm not, I
Right.
take the sumatripta. What?
Tryptophamines.
Yeah, whatever I take. So yeah, yep,
Tryptopans. Yeah. I took. Is
yep.
that what it is? Tryptopans, like 2 days
That's
in a
exactly
row.
what I take too.
She's doing the botulism next week.
Yeah, she's doing Botox. They put it in your neck, right? They either they put it in the back of your neck or like in your forehead to control it. I think they put it in your neck.
Oh my God.
Botox. What it does is it pinches like a nerve off. I think that's what.
It's like, is it a series? Oh, I should have asked her. Is it like a
I think it's
series
every 6 months. I
shots?
think.
Yeah, but it's more than one shot, correct?
I think so. Yeah. Neck, face,
Oh,
head, and shoulders. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yikes. Well, if it helps.
And so, every 3 months. So I feel for her because when people don't, like 10 to 20 shots,
Yikes.
but I do that many shots every 2 weeks for nerve blockers.
Good Lord, they got you poked full of holes, girl.
She's like Swiss cheese.
Oh, they're turning
Worse.
into a sprinkler. They're
Yeah.
good.
Like on
Great.
Tom and Jerry when like they drink
Yeah.
something and like
Yeah, and all the
yeah,
water comes out.
yeah, and all the water comes out.
Florio.
Yeah,
So the human sprinkler.
yeah. People that don't suffer from. Have you ever met somebody that never gets a headache? I've met people that don't get headaches, or they don't know what a migraine or a cluster headache or anything like that.
I've
feels
only had
like.
one migraine in my life, and I would not wish that on anyone.
Yep.
Anyone.
And people that don't understand it, it's crazy.
Yeah, I never met anybody who's
Right.
never had a regular headache, but migraines. My husband, when he was little, he had them so bad he used to bang his head on the wall. It hurt so bad. And it's hereditary.
Yeah, my mother used to get
They got it from their mother, and my nieces get them. My son gets them every now and then, but it's not very common that he gets them. But I think it's because his video gaming sets it off, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Staring at the screen in the dark for hours, I think it sets it off.
Okay, yes. So, Phantom, I just read all yours and also what James said, his brother cry from the pain. I've had that, to be honest with you. I've had it so bad where I've done that. And I've been in bed where you'd be laying down and you think that it's over with. Like, oh, you wake up and it's gone. And then I go to move, and then as soon as like you think like you're laying on your side and like you go, oh, I think my headache's gone, and you move just slightly and it's like, no, it's not, and the pain is back.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of ocular migraine. That must be horrible.
Oh yeah. So bad that like you have to vomit. Like I've had them where like you're like over the toilet vomiting.
Wow.
I know it's like disgusting, but it's just true. It's happened.
Well, yeah, because my niece, same thing. It brings her to when she's sick. Yeah.
Yep. They're debilitating. So when she's staring at every 3 months getting 20 shots, she's probably welcoming it. Just like when you need a root canal because your toothache is so bad,
right?
You're like,
right.
Bring it on. Give me the root canal, please.
Just pull it out. Get rid of it.
Yeah. I remember they were like, well, you need a root canal. I was like, please give me the root canal right now.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take the root canal. Please give me the friggin' root canal. You know how like people say, oh, you need a root canal. Oh no, those are terrible. No, the pain is terrible.
If it's a good dentist. No, if it's a good dentist, you don't even feel it.
No, you don't even feel it. But you definitely want whatever the pain
any kind of
management
relief.
is.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Julie says, I've tried both for my daily headaches, migraines. It helps. My insurance denied. Yes, that's the thing. Insurance gets involved, and of course, they don't care.
No, they don't give a crap.
They don't care if you're in pain because, it's costing them money.
Oh, yeah.
They have too much power. Insurance companies, way too much power.
My buddy next door, he's a vet, Vietnam vet. And like when it comes to that stuff, like the military hospital. Oh, it's even way worse for him. Like when they're involved, that poor guy, he can't get any help.
Wow.
What is it? The VR or whatever it's called. The VF. I don't know how they call it VR or whatever, but yeah, he's always like complaining about how they won't take care of him.
It's well, I go through that because they don't really consider fibromyalgia a legitimate. Of course, now it's changing, but they give you a very hard time when you have to go for treatments and stuff because they pretty much still think it's just all in our minds. And well, no, it's not. I just once I'd like to have an actual doctor go through what we go through to see that it's a real deal.
The VA. Thanks, guys. Yep.
Yeah, the VA. Yep.
Yeah, LB's dad.
Which I'm surprised because the VA helps my father with all of his medical stuff.
Well, they help, yes, but it seems to always be like a hassle at first. Like, oh no, you don't need that, you don't need it. But it's like, okay, but it takes them 6 months for them to finally go, okay, yes, you do need that. It's always like every time I talk to the guy, there's an issue.
Really? No, I've never had that experience. I even got them set up where, because it's hard for us to get transportation to get to my father to the Syracuse VA. So they all come to the house, even the doctor.
Well, I guess he's blessed, man.
Which is cool.
I mean, LB's even saying exactly right. So LB must be having the same experience too.
Let's see. I only was able to get Botox 2 times. Now I can't afford it. Botox helps part of my headaches. Yeah, because they're not covering it. If the insurance company isn't covering it, then you're on your own. Laura, have you ever seen a pain? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Elaborate, Janice. I don't understand what you're talking about. Seeing a pain. I've had so much pain where I've had blurred vision.
Yeah, I wonder if she's getting into like or have you ever?
Oh, have I ever seen a pain management doctor?
Oh, okay, gotcha. She must have hit enter before she. Yeah,
right. Yeah, I'm good for that. I always hit the wrong button. I have seen them, and they've pretty much gotten down to the point where they said there's nothing they can do for me.
Yep.
That's what they told me.
Yeah, I gave up too on my back pain. Yeah.
I'm actually in the process of setting up with a new pain management caregiver. We'll see what they can do because I told them on the phone. I said, well, the other ones for the past 30 years couldn't do shit. Let's see. We'll give you a try. Let's see what happens. The one thing they wanted to do was, I know they come out with this gadget where you have to have surgery. I forget what it was called, but they put it inside your body and it's attached to your spine. And then you control it with a remote control. So every time you were having terrible pain, you'd hit the button and it would help block the pain. So my one question was, okay, what if you lose the remote control? You're screwed.
You lose the remote.
Okay. And it's left on. So, you're being lit up all the while.
What if your spouse gets it?
Yeah. And then it keeps messing with you. I'll fix her. Hit that button. Button. And then I heard horror stories where people have had this thing put in and they ended up in the cemetery. So anything that's you're going to attach to my spinal cord, forget it. I'm not in for that.
There you go. Julie just said a spinal cord
stimulator. They could have been it. But I'm like, I was told by, actually my chiropractor said, don't do it. It is not a good idea. Because all it's doing is masking the problem. It's not solving the problem. So you're causing damage. When I'm feeling great. And then you go out and you do all this stuff. And, then afterwards you find out, well, you just screwed yourself up and now you're in a wheelchair.
Wait, Julie, you tried that? Was it actually like surgically like implanted onto your spine?
Are you talking about the one where you put on the electrodes with the stick them to your body? What is that called?
I don't know, but
we had one of those machines too, and all it did was piss it off. George liked it, the machine, but I didn't like it.
I had one. It's just a vibrant.
Yeah. It's hi, Miss Caroline. How are you?
Caroline, how are you?
I forgot the name of the machine, but we had one of those, and I tried it, and oh my God, it was awful.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't want any foreign object in.
Yeah, no. Oh, there it is. TENS unit. There you go, Steph.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Steph, I thought you were, I thought you were
She's
doing
in the
paperwork.
background.
Darn it all.
She is. Yep, the TENS unit. Yep, that's what it was called. It worked great for my
Whatever,
husband.
Steph.
Me, all I did was piss it off, and then I was in agony for days afterwards. So forget it. Oh yeah, but Julie is talking about the surgical thing. That's different. Yeah, that was. You had it implanted. Okay, so she is talking about the one that they recommended, and I told them no, you're not, because it hooks right to the spinal cord. I'm like, no, no, no,
Wow,
no.
that's crazy. So Julie, did you have it removed? So is it still in there or what? Like how does that friggin' work? She said she tried it. So like how does that friggin' work? Does it like
Well, because you can have it removed whenever you want, but it's
but like I'm thinking like all right, like
no thanks.
yeah, that's friggin' messed up. Like how do you
It's
get it?
dangerous.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts.
Or what if you move the wrong way and then it disconnects and thing's floating around and then they got to go in there and screw around with it? And yeah, Steph said her uncle had it too. It messed him up more. Yeah, see, I heard a lot of bad things about that.
That's it's kind of creepy, man. Wow, a lot of people in here had it.
Yeah,
Janice had it.
well, because it was supposed to be the new wave of taking care of back and fibro pain, and it screws people up. Yeah, like if I was at the end of my rope and desperate, I would try it. I was gonna try it at one point, but then finally found a doctor who was willing to give me opiates, and now I'm fairly good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not thrilled about Botox, but I would try that over having anything hooked into my body. The luck I've got, I'd probably, get electrocuted when I push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'd be tasing myself. And that's the kind of luck I've got. So I just, why push it? She said I had it for a couple of weeks because it was shocking the wrong areas. Yeah, see? And they didn't figure that out. And the fact of my scoliosis, it wasn't placed correctly. Yeah, too scary.
Jeez.
Boy, I'm telling you. And these are doctors, right? Alvy, I heard every time you use the microwave, you'd pee your pants and forget who you were for a half hour.
Yep.
Metal. It's all metal.
Yeah. My hair just ain't gonna look right.
Right. If you get a dent in it. Janice, give me a pain pot. Yeah, take the shot. It's at least you don't have to worry about anything. Of course, that's not true either. Because I happen to be allergic to everything, so my luck to give me a shot, and then who knows what'll happen. Now, remember I was telling you they wanted to give me those shots in my back, in the pelvis area, and you told me not to do it.
Well,
because you had it done,
it didn't
and it
work
was
for me. I was just
right.
I hate to say don't have it done. I'm just saying, Laura.
Well, because I had something similar done, of years ago. I told you about that. And I almost took that guy out, man. I'm telling you. I had never had so much pain in my life. I almost broke the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, it felt like it was ripping my spine out through my ass. It was horrible. I'd rather have a dozen kids at once than go through that again.
Yeah. Well, you sure he wasn't doing anything more?
Oh my God! Well, George was getting ready to.
He was
take
watching.
him out
All right, good. Well, that's good. Nothing was.
He was like, "Oh, because he's seen the horrible pain."
Nothing nefarious. All right, that's good.
And then he goes, "Oh, you'll be back, in a couple of weeks or whatever."
You just never know what's going on.
Yeah, I know that's true. He was afraid of me.
That's good.
I threatened him.
I felt like something was up my ass. I just couldn't believe it. No, so when I was getting it done, of course it looks like a massage table or whatever, and
right,
they were like, I don't know, there were like six. I just remember there being like six doctors or something in there, and like there was one like Asian guy putting it in, and not that matters, but the Indian woman doctor, she was like the doctor or something. I don't know, and she's going, well, look at him grip the table. Look like he's going to break the table.
That was me.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm thinking you obviously have never had this friggin' done before because it effing hurts, man, dude.
Exactly.
And then I spoke to a woman. She's a really good friend of ours, and she had it done. She says she just so you know, she had 3 children. She said, "Oh, it's worse than giving childbirth." And I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know because it was the worst friggin' pain I've ever had in my entire life." She goes, "Oh yeah, I'd rather give birth to children than ever have that done again." And I was like, "Okay, well, good," because that lady was going, "Look at him grip the table. He's going to break the table." I'm like, "You're
I wanna
damn right
put
I'm
it
gonna break
around
the
your
table."
neck.
Yeah.
Catherine didn't know raw work. Oh, well, I only wear the glasses so I can see what you guys are saying. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's blurry.
Yeah. So, Phantom.
Yeah, no, I was supposed to go back, and I told you, "You ain't touching me again. I'll kill you."
Yeah, I was too. So I'm on a really low dose of steroids, on prednisone. In fact, I saw my doctor today, and we were talking about that,
Right.
and and an
Thanks for popping in, Sarah.
anti-inflammatory.
Sleep well.
Oh, Sarah. Okay, yeah, I know it's late there. Yeah,
It's late
definitely.
there.
8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Thank you
What's
for
one?
saying hi.
It's almost 1:30 for her. So, um,
I
James. Well, sorry to
stubbed
hear
my
that,
toe
buddy.
earlier. It kind of
Uh,
hurt. Well, here, let's rip the toenail off with a pair of pliers.
and yeah. So,
You'll
I
be
don't know
all
what the
right.
hell I was saying. Yeah. But
You were talking to the
anyway,
doctor about your medication.
well, he was, when she was saying it's bad for your bones because it turns them into pretzels, basically, bone density.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, look, if I don't take, we found a good mixture. I'm on a very, very low dose. Like, I think it's like, I might mess this up, but it's like 5 milligrams. And if I don't take it, I am useless for the day. I mean, I can't get out of bed. I can't even like literally get out of bed. I'm in so much pain.
Wow.
And at least this low dose is keeping me going. And I don't know what to tell him. And he was like, I hate to.
Sorry. Right when Jeff put it there.
Actually, it makes your balls shrink and not your pee-pee.
Oh my God.
So I've been around a lot of bodybuilders to know that it's actually not your wiener that shrinks.
Bill
it's
used to
actually
be
your
a
balls.
bodybuilder. Bill was
Yeah.
buff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, James, if you really did hit your toe. I'm sorry. I know how that feels.
Yeah. Because what it does is your body stops making the testosterone, and that's what your balls do, make testosterone. So your
And they
wiener
shrivel up.
will actually get bigger. To be
All right.
honest with
So
you.
what you're saying is that the scrotum will shrink, but the wiener becomes larger.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that's weird.
hmm
My bad. Thanks for the correction.
Yeah. Your balls actually shrink.
Okay. Well, don't
I
take
know.
steroids, people. It's just a public
Either-
service announcement.
Either way, they're bad for you. So, what happens is your estrogen levels go up too when you take steroids, and you can't take
Right.
steroids forever. Smaller berries make the twig look bigger, so there's that, I guess. And usually you do 6-month cycles on and off with steroids, or 3-month.
Right.
And then when you go off, your body is still producing testosterone or estrogen. So then, as a man, you start producing breasts. So that's why a lot of
Oh.
bodybuilders get fat in their off
And they-
season, and they actually develop breasts.
Okay.
And they actually call them, and forgive me for this, but they call them bitch tits on a
Bitch
bodybuilder.
tits. Really?
And if you see some bodybuilders,
I thought they were called man boobs.
in the bodybuilding profession, they call them bitch tits when they're in the
Oh.
off season.
Raymond goes, "We're talking boobies." Yeah.
Yeah. We just gotten testosterone and stuff, but real quick, if you actually look at a bodybuilder underneath their nipple, you can sometimes actually see a little tiny breast growing from estrogen levels.
Isn't that weird?
High estrogen levels, yeah.
Jeff wants to know if they're called chesticles.
Chesticles, yes. Yes, they're called chesticles as well.
Oh my God. Oh, that's really strange.
I still kind of have bowling pin forearms, but kind of not
Yeah,
not
Bill
not
Bill
very
was
good anymore.
badass. He was
But
buff.
not good anymore. But
Yeah, he's
they
still
used
got
to.
a bit of a gun there.
Yeah, not that good anymore. I don't work out at all anymore. So
Yeah, George doesn't either. George was pretty buff. Not anymore. And I'm an old man now.
I know it sucks, man. I
Hello,
have
Sir
an Olympic
Wayne.
weight bench right over there, and
Oh, we
I
got all that
don't
crap in
freaking
the
use
attic.
it.
Nobody touches it.
Yeah, it sucks. Hey Wayne, oh my God, come on! I hear pulling things out of anus and
You're
boobies and in-man
testicles.
chesticles. Yes.
Yes, this is the
Hi
medical
Raven. I
hour,
don't know if I said
Wayne.
hi to you.
You're just in time for all of that interesting stuff, Wayne. Bet those man boob nips couldn't cut glass like mine can. Oh, Jesus.
Wait, who said that?
Stuff.
Oh, I knew it had to be Steph.
Honey, if you're
I
cutting
missed it.
glass with those, you need to take that out on the road. That's a moneymaker.
Yeah, no kidding. Like a carnival,
Yeah. Oh, would you like your portrait done?
yeah.
She swings it around.
Put chalk on the end of them things.
Oh God. Julie says I have so much metal in my body. Well, you can't. You go to the airport then,
Well,
right?
she's like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Get down.
I have that little card with you to let everybody know that it's all screwed
Yeah.
up. Let's
Come
see.
with me if you want to live.
Right. Great to hear it. I'll get my lubes and tissues ready. Oh, Steph says you should see my etchings. Okay, see? It's okay. I don't know. Technical difficulties. My background crapped the bed over here.
Yeah. Did you just notice that, or you noticed it already?
Yeah, I just noticed it. I don't pay attention anymore.
It's been like that for like 40 minutes or so.
There, how's that?
What's up, Al?
Always technical difficulties. Hello, Al. Welcome. How does the stork play into this? Wait a minute. What did I miss?
I don't know. I was wondering. I'm trying to go back, James. I don't know.
All right, James. James, are you taking a nip here, James? What's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, why, James? Because you can't cut glass. And Steph should give courses on that because that's a talent. I'll tell you that. I don't need to cut glass.
I might watch that class.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
You've got an audience now. Now you got to do a video.
Steph, are you going to start your own live show or what?
What is it going to be called? Titty Etching 101 or something to that effect?
Chesticles 101.
Chesticles 101. Learn how to etch glass with these 3 simple moves. Stu wants to know only glass. I don't know. I guess she'd have to work out. Maybe you could do. She does metal too. We don't know. I'm sure Steph is a vault of talent.
I mean,
no, that's the site. Oh, okay.
okay, gotcha.
Okay, we got it.
She's awful quiet. Where is she?
Well, she's finishing a paperwork, probably.
Yeah, no, maybe she's on the Wix right now, creating the website.
She's gonna get in trouble. My main issue is saying completely mad stuff with a totally straight face. Bill is good with that.
Oh yeah. No, that's where
I can do that really well with my husband. She's creating art. Yeah, she's busy, man.
Yeah.
I was etching something. She said. Hold on, guys, I'm busy.
And Steph, could you teach it like Bob Ross?
That would be funny.
Right here. Here's a happy little
You get
mistake
a
right
really
there.
nice
It's
demeanor.
your
Yeah.
world. It's your world here. Right here. And there's a happy little tree right here. It lives right here. Just right here. Right there.
Just right there. I love Bob Ross.
Yeah, me too.
She says she's going to call it Nip Sketch. Buy the kid in the store. It's only $19.95.
Wait, what is Julie saying?
She says I have 2 birth defects in my back that went undiagnosed for decades. I was in my 20s when I found out that people didn't have bad pain every day. That's what I'm saying. The medical community is just awesome. 20 years. And then they just figure it out. Oh, Florio's going to go take a nap. Okay, eat something. Ooh, what are we having? Hope it's good. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you next week. We're going to have Florio on next week. It's going to be a fun show.
Okay, enjoy your night.
Enjoy your evening. Thank you for hanging out with us. James said, nipples like damn bullets, but that's enough about me. We're finding out all kinds of stuff about you, James. Oh, Catherine, thanks for stopping in. Everybody's going to go make food. Have a bite for me. Because earlier today I was watching a show and they were talking about haggis. I'm sorry, that is just not.
No, that's not.
No, that is just one thing I will not eat.
What were they from, Scotland? Where were what?
I
show
think it
was
was
that?
on. I think it was on Fantastique's program.
Oh, that's
and they were talking about eating her and Justin from Paranormal Monkey podcast there, and everybody else was joining and talking about eating haggis. I'm thinking, oh God, no, I've seen that made. I wouldn't eat that.
Yeah. Well, it's basically like the sheep brain.
Well, no, it's the just
the guts.
the guts and all that crap that they put inside the stomach, and it's cooked in that, and it's just awful. It's awful. I'm sorry. I don't care how much salt and pepper put on it. It's not good.
No.
Yeah, Julie says, yeah, they were talking about eating. Yeah.
Yes, sheep's stomach. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they fill it with a bunch of awful stuff. And
it's a Scottish dish.
Right. Oh, so you've never had it, Wayne. Thank goodness. Yep. No. Pass on that. Rita says, I think a lot of ladies would like to eat Justin. And you ain't got that wrong. I saw a good horror movie this week titled Anything for Jackson. Anything for Jackson. Have you ever heard of that one? I haven't heard of that one. Anything for Jackson. Wayne says, nope, I've eaten a lot of food other people wouldn't eat. Yes, it's a traditional Scottish dish. I'm sorry. Look. Yeah, it's all the guts stuck inside the stomach, and then they boil it, and no.
Heart, liver, and lungs.
I've seen him make it online, and I'm thinking, oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then I think they cook it, in the sheep's stomach lining, right? They boil it or something.
I feel it's like a big ball. It's just disgusting.
Right. Heart, liver, and lungs.
Yeah, those are all the parts that you cook and give to your dog.
Oh, Wayne, I'm surprised you never heard of it. Oh, I think maybe he's talking about the movie.
Oh, yeah, the movie. Yeah, Canadian movie. It sounds like bologna. No, bologna's
Bologna's freaking awesome, man. I just
bologna's
so get this.
good.
Yeah, so get this. Yesterday, so uh I had my wife buy some Hoffman bologna, and my daughters hate bologna. So I go, yeah, but you've never had, like, they're used to, like, the bologna that comes in Lunchables. You ever see
Oh.
Lunchables?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they were like, I, I I had it, the deli, and I like it sliced really thin. So um, I was making yesterday. I was making a fried bologna sandwich, and my
Oh,
daughter, we got home from school, and they're like eyeballing it. And they're like, "What is that, Dad?" And I go, "It's bologna." And they're like, "Oh," and I go, so I made my bologna sandwich, my fried bologna sandwich with mustard, and I go, "Do you want to try it?" And they're like, okay, I'll try it." So, and I like put a lot of mustard on, and they don't even like mustard either.
right.
So they try it, and they're like, that's actually pretty good. I go, "That's because you guys aren't used to like good bologna. You're used to like," they go, "Oh," because they looked at it and they go, "That doesn't look like bologna." I go, "That's because you're not used to like good bologna. You're used to like crap." They're like, "Yeah, we're like used to like Lunchables bologna." I'm like, "Yeah, that's garbage."
Yeah, that's not even bologna.
So guess what? I made them each a fried bologna sandwich with like a little bit of like around the edges. It's like crispy. Oh,
Crispy, right?
it comes out so good. And I go, "I just won't put as much mustard on as I put on mine." And they
Hi,
both
Prom.
loved it. So now
Right.
they both love
There
fried
you
bologna
go. Now you got
sandwiches.
them hooked.
Yeah.
It tastes like a hot dog. Yeah, pretty much.
That's exactly who said that.
It's stew.
Yeah, Big Stew. So that's what I said.
He's
I
right.
was like, it's basically a flat hot dog. And actually, when my daughter Olivia looked at it, she goes, "I don't know. It just looks like a mashed flat hot dog." And I was like, "That's pretty much what it is. And you like hot dogs, don't you?" She's like, "Well, yeah." I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
just try it." And now they were like, so when my wife got home, they're like, "Mom, we had fried bologna and it was really good. Dad should open up uh, his own
Food
restaurant, just
cart.
making sandwiches." Yeah, that's what they were
Fried
like. They're like, "He
bologna.
makes like really good grilled cheese and stuff." Yeah, so it was freaking
Funny.
good. And the bread
The
I
discovery
used,
of fried bologna.
yeah, I was like, my grandfather used to have fried bologna all the time too. So
Yeah, they're the bomb. Yeah, I love them too.
me too, man. I told my wife too. She bought a half pound of bologna, and I told her I'll have it gone in 2 days. She's like, "You will?" I was like, "Yep." And it was freaking 2 days. It was gone. I had it gone.
Half a pound is nothing, man.
I
We
know,
go
dude.
they go through that in an afternoon around here.
Well, it wasn't they. It was me. I had it gone in one
Sorry, Al.
day
Now we're
or
making Al
2 days.
hungry.
Dude, Al,
Yeah,
this is what we do.
yeah. We
That's the
usually get about
default.
a pound and a half of everything because
Yeah.
it goes quick.
Well, now that I know that the girls like it, when we go home from school, I'll make them fried bologna now. So
There you go. So yeah, you just have to. She says, "I loved baked loaf, blue seal,
I don't
baked
know
loaf.
I never
I don't
had
know what
that.
that is.
Is that
What
the
is that,
stuff?
Steph?
This is she talking about? Is that the stuff with like the olive loaf?
Olive loaf, I like olive loaf.
Yeah. So
I
when
don't
I
have
worked
to
at
tell us what that is, hon.
the nursing home, this this little she was probably, I think she was like Iranian. She was so cute. This little, she's like, she talk like this, she talk like this. She's like,
Right.
and they had uh liverwurst.
Ugh.
Dude, it was freaking good. So
No.
it was a pumpernickel bread, liverwurst, and onion, and it was a sandwich. And
Right.
she was like, that was like what she always got, and she didn't want to eat it. And she's like, "No, no, no, you have it, you have it, you have it, Tom, you have
I
it."
don't blame her.
So I was like, "All right, I'll try it." So I tried it, man. It was freaking good. I liked it.
I don't do it. No way.
Have you
Yes,
tried it?
Steve. All right. Stu loves olive loaf too. I do too. It's great. Stephanie said she's Polish. It is like bologna, but way better. I'm Polish and I've never heard of it.
It's like bologna, but
That's okay.
way better.
I'll
Uh,
believe you. But
and
yeah,
what's it?
olive loaf. Oh God, it's so good.
No olives in it. Okay, well, we'll have to look into that, Laura, and see what it is.
Yeah,
I wonder if they got a Panowitz. They must.
probably. Because they make
Yeah,
all of their own lunch meats. So yeah, and it's a Polish store. So yeah, they
right.
most likely they have it.
Sounds freaking good. If it's better than bologna, it has to be freaking good.
Julie says I tried liverwurst. Fed it to my dog. I tried to. Yeah, my husband and my son love liverwurst, and then I always tell them they have to go and brush their teeth because it's foul. I'm sorry, it is foul. And
No.
I tried it because I always tell everybody, if you don't like it, you just spit it out. At least try it. So
Yeah.
I tried a little tiny bit, and I put it in my mouth. I go, oh my god, I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
You guys know
I had
George
to go.
Lent died, right?
Oh, liverwurst, they love it. Disgusting.
Okay.
Denise is
I
making a half a roast beef, half ham and cheese and Hawaiian bread. Ooh, yummy.
I typed in blue seal and then the following words came up: dog food.
Oh
All right.
God,
Blue
no.
seal baked loaf. Okay. Baked loaf.
Fry that up like fried bologna Sammy or V-loaf and eggs.
Hey, it's from Chicopee, Mass. Wait a minute. This is kielbasa.
I like kielbasa.
Is this from your neck of the woods, there, Steph? Because it says blue seal. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Blue seal. Oh, that's blue seal kielbasa.
She said, yes, it's from my friend's shop.
Oh, well, that's why we never heard of it.
Yeah, that's why.
It's local. Baked loaf. This is pretty cool. It looks wicked good. Oh, Steph, I found your house. There's you.
She's waving from the yard.
Yeah, Steph, I found you on Google.
She's
Google
waving
Earth.
the middle finger at you, Bill. Hi, Bill.
Crap.
She says it's in supermarkets.
Is it? Okay.
Blue Seal Chicopee Provisions. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to. What's it look like, Bill?
It's like looks like it's rectangle.
I know that my grandmother and my father used to eat. It's called head cheese. I've seen that in the store. Yeah, you've seen that in the store?
Yeah.
I won't touch that either. She says, yeah, it looks like a loaf.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen Laura. Once you see the blue seal, you're gonna know what this is.
I know what it is. She said, yeah, she was in her two-piece flipping you off. So
I see
she's
that.
in the yard. Yeah, you see that. Now don't hit that laser button and cut those cut that two-piece off. You gonna put it on the screen or no? Or are we gonna get in trouble for doing that? Who knows?
I don't think. I'm just trying to find I'm just finding all the kielbasa actually. Let's see.
Love a good kielbasa. I can't even say it. Anymore. It's basically pig hay. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I won't eat that either. Yeah, she says a family friend owns that. They grew up together. Her parents had a restaurant. Her family owned that. Yeah. That's right. A lamb burger. Wayne knows how to go. But it's got to be stuffed, Wayne. Stuffed with feta cheese and pignolas. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. I'm telling you the truth. Someday I'll have to make one and do a video so you can see. It's freaking awesome. Yes, scrapple. Yeah, too. Same thing. Ugh. I've actually seen that too. That it's not. It doesn't look good at all. She's telling us that we're gonna love it if we ever try it. Elby wants to try horse. How could you do that? No, that's like eating your car, man. You don't do horse meat. I heard it's very watery.
Watery.
Yes, it's watery when you cook it. Actually, my grandmother had eaten it. When you were traveling during the days of the war and you had to eat whatever you got your hands on. So
See,
she's
I,
had
I,
she's had horse
I
meat.
got to side with Elby here. See, he's right. What are they good for? Like we have cars now.
Horses?
Yeah, we have cars. We don't need them anymore.
They're beautiful. Just to
You
admire their
know,
beauty.
Elby's probably laughing right now. That's the default. They're pretty.
They
Why do
are
you want a horse? Because they're pretty.
because they're beautiful.
Right, I know.
It's an elegant animal. It's just like same thing like a camels. When people, it's like eating your ride, man. You don't eat your ride. So it's
Yeah,
he
but
says Stu says
you
for
don't
betting on.
you don't need them is what he's saying. Like I mean, I
You
think
might
maybe
not need them.
you could keep a camel around like to poke its hump maybe with a knife for water or something. Like, you know,
Yes, Steph says they're companions. We show them they're amazing with children with special needs. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're a beautiful animal. There's a lot of people that still need horses. Al says I need horses so I can gamble.
go-karts are pretty cool though too. Like for that. So like that would kind of help with like a special needs, I think. You know, like if you put like a special needs kid in a go-kart. I got attacked by red ants on my 7th birthday. I hate them ants.
Okay, just out of the blue.
Well, it's just to imagine James with a straight face saying something random.
Right. Just saying, yeah. I hate them.
Steph, you hate people who eat them ants? Me too. Me
She
too.
says, yeah, eat the ants, James.
Yeah.
Cover them in chocolate. Raven's eating ants.
I eat ants on a log.
Me too.
That's good.
I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, me either. But Elby's right.
Actually, I could make it tonight. I could make that.
Yeah?
No, you don't need horses. Other people do, though.
No, they don't need them. They just want them because they're pretty.
Well, you got the Amish. The Amish need them as part of their livelihood.
No,
Yes.
they don't need them. We have tractors.
They don't use tractors. It's
I know they don't
beliefs.
use them, but they don't need them.
Oh no.
See,
Yeah, they
they're
don't need a
stubborn
tractor.
people. See,
Yeah.
I've talked to them, and they're very stubborn people. They're a stubborn people.
They have their beliefs, and there you go.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that they're a stubborn sort of people.
Steph says the Amish abuse their horses. Actually, the ones around here don't. They're very kind to their animals. The ones that I know, anyway.
The ones that I've seen, I just had words with them the other day about it. Actually,
did you?
Swear to God, I did. Yep.
No, I know some that are next door to Joseph's friends, and they're very kind to their animals.
Mm. Well, I had to yell at
Steph says, "Don't get me started." No, there are a lot of them because it's considered. They don't consider them. I don't know. It's like a tool to them. So they just do what they do, and it's not right. But yeah.
Well, you would think that, and that's actually what I yelled at him about. And I said, aren't these your instruments? I said, we have us English that you refer to us as have tractors. I said, you have these animals. Why aren't you treating them right? I was yelling at the top of my lungs at him.
Ooh, you getting that bill?
This was 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yep.
Was that the same guy that was peeing in the field?
No, this was I think his brother. To be honest with you, I think it was his brother. Actually, he's in one of my videos. He's in he actually is in one of the videos cutting grass. But I left the house at like 8:30 in the morning. These two horses, they were like they were in the ditch, in like the culvert ditch part, and I thought it was odd. I was like, what is he? what is he like taking a leak or something? Like the way that the animals, they were off the road, like sideways. And I was like, that's a weird spot to put those horses. He must have had to like an emergency, like he had to go or
Okay.
something. So I didn't think
Right.
nothing of it. So I was coming home and it must have been about 4:30 in the afternoon, and those horses were still there. Or there was these two girls holding the horses. They were out of the ditch. And I was like, wonder why those girls are holding them horses. Those are the Amish horses. So then I turned around and went back and I said to the one girl, I go, you guys okay? I go, those aren't like your horses. They go, no, we pulled them out of the ditch because they were freaking out. And I go, wait, I go, they were in that ditch right there? And they go, yeah. I go, they've been there since 8:30 in the morning. I go, and were
Wow.
they, I go, and they go, well, we don't know where the owner is. I go, it's like, I was thinking, well, did the guy die? Is he like out in the field dead somewhere?
Right.
No, the cart wasn't flipped. It was just sideways, like he got the animals off the road. Well, so anyways, I
He
go to
just
park my
left him
car.
there.
I go to park my car and he comes running down the road. I see him off in the distance. He's running down the road. And I go, oh, there he is.
Right.
And I go, where have you been? He goes, oh, I was just over down the road for like just down there. And I go, how long have you? And I wanted to see if you would lie to me. And I go,
Right.
how long have these animals been here? Oh, just about 20 minutes. I go, you're a liar. Because I went by here at 8:30 this morning, and these animals have been standing here since 8:30. I go, what time is it now? And he started to shake. This kid, he was probably about 20 years old. And he goes, oh, and he took out a pocket watch. He goes, oh, it's a 4:45. I go, yeah, that's right. I go, these animals have been standing here since 8:30 in the morning. I go, why? Where have you been? And then that's when I like laced into them. So these girls, they
Good
saw
for you.
these girls saw these animals sitting there.
Hi,
And
little
then
miss. Thanks for joining us.
yeah. Yeah. So I just, long story short,
What
I
was
went
his
off on
reason
him.
for leaving him there?
He didn't have one. And he was
Oh.
lying to me saying that he was only out, he was gone for the
Yeah.
15 minutes or the half an hour or whatever it was. And he was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And then the girl,
I would have filmed it and turned him in.
well, they already called 911 on him. They're waiting for the cops actually.
Oh, okay, good.
He showed up first. The girls, they were a couple, these two, and they go, who do you answer to? They started grilling them. They were like, do you have like a pastor or something? I live up the street. I live up the road. They go, well, I want to talk to who you answer to, like the farm. So they actually got in their car and they followed him home so that they can talk to whoever it
Oh, shit.
was.
Did he have a beard or no beard?
No beard, so he wasn't married.
No beard, so he was unmarried, so he must have still lived with his parents.
Yeah, he lived with his parents. Well, they didn't know that. They were like assuming that he answered. I didn't say nothing. I was like, you know what?
Right.
I said my piece. Now, like they were gonna go and talk to like the parents or something. So I figured, okay, they're gonna like take care of it now. And they said that they called the troopers like 20 minutes ago, and they were still waiting. And you know where I am? I'm way out here, so
Right.
the troopers they're only 15 minutes away, so I don't know where they were, but.
Well, you know what? I guarantee it's because it was an Amish issue, so they didn't show up.
Well, whatever that shouldn't be.
No, they shouldn't have been there all day.
Well, I don't know if that's why the troopers wouldn't show up, but that shouldn't be an
Hello,
excuse.
Jimmy.
How you doing, Uncle John?
All I could just say is that, they thought the horses were abandoned. We need, they should have called animal services.
Those animals were burning up because it was 2 weeks ago when the weather was like hot.
Yeah, it was really hot.
Those poor animals, like,
Elvis.
because I went over to them and obviously I was like petting them and like, saying good girl, good boy and stuff like that to calm them down.
Right.
And they were so hot and sweaty.
Right.
And that, like, I was so pissed. I was so livid. No, it's okay, LB. It's okay because
Oh,
it gives me something to talk about to tell this story because I
yeah,
have seen
that's
them treat their
awful.
animals really well. They do. They
Yeah,
do. This is the only time I've ever. It's not that he was being very ignorant about what he was doing. I think he thinks that there was nothing wrong with what he was doing. That's what I think he
probably
thinks.
not. Right.
Right. So when I was saying you think it's okay to leave your animals like this, and I think he was like thinking, well, yeah, well, why not? You know, that's in my mind. I think that's what he thinks, and I'm not saying, oh, it makes it okay that he thinks that way. I'm just saying
Right.
that that's what they think, man. They just think that way. But I think
What
this
was
was
he
like an
saying that he was at his house while he left the horses up the road?
no. I know where he lives. He lives
He was
about
off screwing around somewhere and he didn't want to
he
get
lives about a mile and a
busted.
half from where those horses were. He was like
Right.
down the road,
Yeah.
down the road, like about a half a mile away is another Amish farm that they like affiliate with. So
So
that's
he
where
was
he
screwing
was.
around. Yep.
Yeah, I think I don't know if he was like hooking up with a girl or something. To be honest with you, it was like he was like being sneaky about something.
And that's why he was nervous when he was answering you because he got busted.
And yeah,
He
and it
was
was like
hiding the yeah.
it was like he was supposed to be working, and he wasn't doing either of he was what he was supposed to be doing, and now he was like busted on both ends. Now those
Yep.
girls were like they were behind him. They were in their SUV, and they were just putting along, following him home. And I was just like, cool, they're taking care of it now. So
Right.
there's
So
no
like
need for
Steph
me to
said, I
like,
mean, the horses
yeah,
might have not have got abused, but I guarantee you that kid got his ass ripped because he was probably supposed to be in the field.
yeah. One of two things either happened. Either they were like, "Oh, thank you very kindly. We'll take care of it." And then they were like, "Jebediah, your ass is grass." And then they like,
Yeah.
whooped them or something, or nothing came. Who knows? But either way, I felt like those girls had a handle on it because they were pretty pissed. Because the one girl that was holding the team, she was like, "I've ridden horses my entire life, and this is unacceptable." So I knew that she had the animals in control. And she goes, well, when we pulled up, the horses were freaking out and their heads were like entangled with each other and they were like freaking out.
Oh.
So she got them untangled. I wasn't there for this. She just told me this is before the kid got there. And she like got them out of the ditch. Because when I drove past, I see this SUV and these two girls holding this team. When I say team, the
Right.
horses with the carrot with the buckboard. And I was like,
Right.
that's odd. Why are they like at first I thought like they were posing with the horses, taking pictures with it. Because sometimes, when you get people out here, they're like
Yeah, they
mesmerized
get
by,
excited. Oh, horse. Yeah.
yeah, with the Amish people. And then I realized that there was no Amish person around. And then I got about a quarter mile away and I was like, I'm going to turn around and go see what's going on. Because those horses were there at 8:30 in the morning and it's like almost 5 o'clock. I wonder if those horses are abandoned. Because when I did pass by 8:30 in the morning, I just thought that's an odd spot for those horses to be. I've never seen that before. Where's the guy? So
Oh my
that's why I went
God.
back and that whole thing turned out the way it did. So
All day long, all those poor animals, nothing to eat or drink. Oh my God.
yeah, that's what pissed me off is there was no water for these poor animals standing there all day. I mean, I know horses stand, but no friggin' water, nothing. Poor things.
I'm sure it's not the first time he's done it either.
And that's what, yeah, it was like blatant, like, oh, right near the road, like for like
Yep.
traffic to pass. Like, I don't care what you guys think. I'm going to leave my horses right here. So if you're doing that in front of us, what are you doing when we're not around?
Right. Exactly.
And like I said, don't you care about your animals? Don't these guys work for you? Don't like we have
Right.
tractors. Like we like do maintenance, we change our oil. What are you doing for your animals? This is what you're doing? Treating your animals this way? He's like, oh no, I know. They plowed a whole entire field for me. And I said, well, what are you doing then? Where have
They
you
should be
been?
treated a lot better
Where,
than that.
I go, where have you been all day? And he's like, I've been down the road. I was like, dude, you're not
They're
telling
giving
me.
them to business.
I was like,
Yeah.
you're lying to me right now, and I don't like it. Oh yeah, Steph, no problem. And I was like, I thanked those girls too. I was like, thanks for stopping, man. I was like,
Right.
they were like, no, thanks for helping. And
Let's,
So,
yeah, we would have stopped too because they would have been odd. I'm thinking, how's going on? It's that's strange. I
yeah,
just
and I felt like those girls were like, because they were like, yeah, no, we called 911. We're just waiting now. And then I was like, okay, so I pulled around the horses and I stopped, got out of my car, and here comes that kid running down the road. I was like, oh, there he is. And
yeah
that's I was like, how long have you been gone for? Or I was like, how long have these horses been here? Because I wanted to see if he would lie to me. Oh, they've
yeah
been there for about 20 minutes. I was like, liar.
yeah, got you.
I was like,
Aha.
you're a liar.
Yeah, they should have called Animal Protection Services because then they would have took the horses.
Well, they did, but
They would have been
nobody
an
freaking showed up. And you
yeah,
know
they
what, to
would
be
have been
honest with
an
you,
investigation.
those girls told me that they were standing there for half an hour already. And I'm sure they just wanted to
Wow.
get on with their day. So they were like, well, let's follow you home. And so I want to talk to, you know,
Right. Talk to your father. Your ass is
yeah.
scratched, kid.
So, yeah. So, yeah.
Holy crap. I know. Let's see.
So, yeah, go ahead.
You just don't know what they do.
No.
All right, here we go. Oh, he's just joking. But seriously, you know what I would really like to try is dog meat. I know somebody that actually had that. They said it's dry like a pork chop.
Well, probably because it's really lean. Because there's no fat on a dog.
Yeah, it was a guy I worked with. He was in the military in I think it was Korea. He was in Korea. And he said that's what they were. He went to somebody's home and that's what they served. He was like, oh God. And of course, you would have insulted them tremendously if you didn't eat. Because they made it specially for him. So he goes, I had to eat it.
Isn't that stupid, man?
That was
You
the
know,
running joke. I said, oh my God, hide your dogs. So and so's a dog eater.
tell you what, Laura. Tell you what. I have a tradition in my home.
Hey, Steph, going back to work. Make sure you're lurking.
Oh, wait, Steph, before you leave, I have a tradition at my home, but you're invited. And I find it very insulting if you don't eat the food that I make. It's called a bowl of worms. Okay.
Ill.
What? What's the problem?
Go ahead.
I find it very insulting if you don't eat it.
Well, see, I don't care if I insult you. I'm not eating.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I went to Korea, and if I didn't eat their dog meat, they would find it very insulting.
No, he ate it.
Like,
he felt
sorry,
terrible. But
where's the closest Mickey D's? Because I'm going to get a Big Mac.
I told him, I said, I'm sorry, I'm vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
There you go, man. I think I'd be
eat the
the
rice,
same way.
eat the grass, save the dog.
I'd be Mr. Vegetarian as well.
Yeah, no friggin' way, man.
It's like, oh, you insult my honor. Yeah, you betcha. How dare you insult my honor? You not eat dog meat?
Right. Jimmy says
I carve out dog anus especially for you.
Well, did you heard about the Chinese food place here in West Utica? They got busted for that.
Yeah, dog anus.
They had dogs and cats hanging in the freezer, and they were serving it to the public. And their Chinese food. I'm thinking, oh, and I was like, I had the gag reflex because I almost ordered from there once. I'm thinking,
well,
Jesus,
it's an insult if you don't eat it.
I would have thrown them all over.
Eat that.
No. Jimmy wants to know you're insulting them and you're embarrassing me. What's the movie quote?
It is Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. He's right. You are right. Ding, ding, ding. Cookie goes to Bill. You're right. I do remember that part. I wouldn't eat her. I don't care.
You're insulting them and you're embarrassing me.
Well, be embarrassed because I ain't eating that shit. Jimmy says, good job. I know. I watch a lot of these shows that are on YouTube where it shows Vietnamese women building homes out of bamboo. The stuff they make out of bamboo is incredible. And I'm hooked. But you show them they're also digging for worms. Those what the hell are those big worms called?
What, like earthworms?
No. These are actually they're not worms. They're larvae. They're big, huge.
Oh, dude, I don't want to talk about that. And
I'm thinking, what is she going to be doing with those? And oh yeah, she sauteed them up for dinner. Like, oh my God. Protein. No, I don't care. Give me the rice.
What did it have to be?
Those
Snakes?
big fat larvae that they find in,
Dude.
like in tree stumps.
Oh,
And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, no.
well, can I say this? So this church that we used to go to, there was a girl that
Oh, there you
was
go. Grubs. Yep, grubs. That's what it is, Jimmy.
there was a girl that she was Filipino, and she would make soup. We'd have like soup Sunday,
Okay.
and I always like everything that she would make looked really, really good. It was like really bloody looking all the time, like not bloody, but like I don't know, it looked good, like hearty,
Right.
and like you'd scoop it up, and there'd be like cartilage and crap in it, and like you'd take it and you'd be like, I don't know, it looks good, like there's meat and stuff in it, but like you start eating
Right.
it, man, and I'm telling you, man, there'd be like you just didn't know what it was. It'd be like bones and like you'd always be pulling crap out of your mouth. Like you'd be like, "What is that?" You'd be like, "Don't."
No.
You'd be like, "Oh wait,
Right.
oh, what's that?" You'd be like, "Whoa,
The
whoa, whoa,
hair.
wait." Yeah, no, okay, so no, but you'd be like, "Okay."
Fingernail.
You'd be like, "What's that?" You'd be like, "Oh, there's part of the chicken's foot." You're like, "Oh, okay, there's the hoof." And from what I gather, they eat all that stuff.
They eat
Like
everything.
they eat everything, like the bones and everything. And I'm like, well, did her husband happen to tell her, honey, take all that crap out because we don't do that here?
Yeah, no, they eat it
And I'm like,
all.
seriously, like, I get like, oh, we went to Korea and we didn't eat their dog meat and they were highly, insulted. Okay, fine. Well, don't come here and like put all like the trimmings into the soup and bring it to church because
Yeah.
like we don't eat all that. Like seriously, dude, like I'm telling you, like like the knuckles,
Everything.
dude, it was all in the soup, and you're like,
All they do is pluck out the feathers. They throw the whole thing in. That's
and you're
it.
like, you're like, yeah, you're like, so anyways, yeah, so like, dude, I would, you're like,
Oh, toenail.
hey guys, second. You're like, and then you're like, I'm going like, yeah, dude, who made this? And you're like, shh. You're like, Carly made it. I'm like, I don't care. It's gross. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, so anyway, let me just finish this. And I'm like, oh, this is like a good chunk of meat right here. Like, this is pretty good. And then you're like, oh, wait. And you're like,
Killing me. Oh, God.
and you're like, it's like rubbery, like the fat is in there and like
Everything.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like I said, all they do is they pull the feathers out and the whole thing goes in the pot.
I do have to say the broth was wicked good. Like,
And
like
then
I
they
said,
chop
like,
it up with a machete and serve it with rice.
yeah, I don't know, like the broth, like it must have been like a blood broth or something. But it
Yeah,
was like a bone marrow broth. It was like wicked good.
Yeah.
I gotta say that. But the rest of it was like, you pull it up, it was like Return of the Living Dead.
What's
Like
this? An
broth.
oboe?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, dude, it was like, yeah.
God. Julie says it's only gross because of the way that you were raised. Exactly. Well, that's true.
What?
We weren't raised to eat all of that stuff.
Yeah, I
so it
wasn't
is
raised to
gross.
eat bones. You're right. I wasn't raised to eat bones. So
It's just not that. It's like there's nothing on chicken feet. Why the hell you want to eat them?
I mean, I don't know.
But they, like I said,
I'm
it's
asking
foreign
Julie,
countries, they don't have a lot of
so-
food. Meat is a big deal for them, so they eat everything.
I'm asking Julie, like she's saying is it just me, or she's saying she eats like pork chop bones and stuff, and like it was like chicken knuckles and cartilage.
The
so
cartilage.
she must eat
They
all
like the
that.
cartilage. Yeah, they like all of that stuff.
I mean, so I guess I don't know
Now,
if she
Jimmy
must
says
like
he eats
it.
I eat the entire shrimp tail and all. I didn't think you could eat the tails.
Well, you can do anything. You could eat dirt if you want. You could eat rubber
I
bands.
don't know. I'm not a shrimp eater, so I don't. I know everybody used to take the tails off. I didn't think you could eat
Yeah,
them.
you're supposed to. I don't.
Yeah, I don't do shrimp because it's a texture thing. Grosses me right out. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I understand the whole bird thing, but I mean, yeah, and I don't want to eat it with the head still on it. I mean, they eat all that stuff. It's just
Yeah.
bands.
Rubber
What
bands.
do you mean? Oh,
Well, Jimmy, you're supposed to.
let's see. Stu said my great grandmother's chicken soup was always loaded with heads, feet. Yeah, because she wanted the stock from
Just
all of
don't
it. Then
stir the pot.
right, right. Oh, I freaked out one time. I went to my grandmother's house when I was a kid, and she was making lunch. It was on the stove, and you could smell. I go, "Oh, Grandma, what is this?" She goes, "Oh, it's lunch." I open up the pot, and there's a giant beef tongue in there. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, well,
She goes, "Oh, you're gonna have some?" No, I'm not gonna eat something that could lick me. No, I'm not eating that.
oh,
It was so gross. But again, that generation didn't waste anything. They ate it. Good for them. I'm not that
now what
hungry.
about oxtail soup? Would you eat oxtail soup?
I heard oxtail is good, so I don't
That,
know. I probably
me
would try
too.
it. And if I didn't like it, then I would spit it out.
I've heard that it's super good.
Alvy wants to try monkey meat. No, those poor monkeys.
There you go, Jimmy. Chilled a monkey brains.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's a delicacy. I don't care.
Do you have any things simple like soup?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Disgusting. But again, yeah, we weren't raised to eat that crap. So
Those aren't birds, sweetheart. They're giant vampire bats.
I'm sure they eat those too.
Now he's got me doing all lines from Temple of Doom.
It's amazing what they eat outside of our world, what they eat, and we're just like, oh, cringe.
LB, what kind of monkeys? Like them little spider monkeys?
Oh,
Well, he's
you'd
saying
have to have it. You'd have to have at least a half a dozen of those to even have a decent meal.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs, yeah. Oh, nothing like a Tyrannosaur burger. Or what was it on the Flintstones?
The cutest one. Yeah.
Tyrannosaur. Yeah, the cutest one.
Oh, like the one from Friends. You know that? Remember the one that was on Friends, Marcel?
Jesus.
That was a cute one. Whatever that monkey is, I'd want to eat that one.
So yeah, you'd have to have at least a half a dozen to have a
Dr.
decent
Jones.
meal.
Hey, lady, you kind Dr. Jones.
Feel like step on fortune
Fortune
cookie. Yeah,
cookie.
that was
It's not
gross
fortune
too.
cookies. Let me take a look. There are 2
Yeah.
dead people down here. There are going to be 2 dead people in here.
There. I know. The look on his face in that scene was awesome.
James.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, at first I thought it said "Good night to you, old people."
No, we're odd.
Yeah, it could have been
We all
either way,
fit in.
James. Old and odd.
Good night, James. Have a great night.
Yeah,
You gotta
I think
be
so
a little odd to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I do like the first one the best though. Raiders. 3 is I do like 3 though too. I think that's pretty good.
I like the one with Sean Connery in it
Yeah, that's 3.
because that was just hysterical.
Yeah,
He's trying to impress
that's
his father, and his father just keeps giving him that look.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like he was all proud of himself when he throws the spear at the motorcycle.
Or that's the last Crusade. I mean, that's last
Right,
Crusade.
the last crusade when he throws the thing at the thing, and the guys flip over, and he's all proud of himself, and his father just gives him that.
When
look.
he's riding the bike,
yeah.
When he's in the sidecar, it's just like, yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I love the part. I think one of the most hilarious parts in that movie is when the guy's changing the wheel on his car, and he goes to put the hubcap on, the poverty cap, the finishing touch. And then all of a sudden his car just drives away and they steal it. And they steal his car. I think that's so friggin' funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
He's like, he's like all done changing his wheel. He's like,
It's kind of like a skit from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, it's so fun. I just love that.
Welcome back, Ace. Yeah. Oh yes, I love that series. It just and then the part where he's in the square and he's looking for that chick, and the guy comes with the big sword and he does all that fancy shit.
Yeah, that's the
And then
first one still.
he just pulls his gun out and shoots him. Screw it.
So I like when they're on the Hindenburg and he punches the guy out and he throws him out and he goes, no ticket.
No ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is good. Oh, hey Mark, how's it going? Do you know that that scene where he shot that guy in the square?
Yeah,
That was
he was sick.
ad-lib? He was sick,
No,
and he said, "Oh, I ain't playing this game."
Yeah, it wasn't exactly ad-libbed. It was they were supposed to have a big fight scene, and he wasn't
Yeah,
feeling well. So yeah.
no, he was sick. He said, "Screw
Yeah.
it, I'm just gonna shoot him." It was great.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Jimmy, I love that part too, man. In the library, he's like, ting! Yes.
What do you say? What library where he smashes the floor? Yeah, every time. I know that guy. that
He's
poor
rubber
man.
stamping.
He's
He's
looking
like,
at what the hell?
yeah, and he just like puts it down.
That's what's so great about those movies. So they're just the best. It really
Yeah,
is.
dude. I love those.
Let's see. Stu says, what about the theory that if Indiana Jones wasn't the first one, the outcome would have been exactly the same?
I've never heard that one.
They talked about other people saying, other people playing that part. I thought he was perfect for that part.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have been the same.
No, I love Harrison Ford.
Oh,
well, I used to love Harrison Ford. I have my reasons why I don't anymore, but I won't get into that. But
no, I still love him. He's one of the best.
No,
the comedy in these movies was so perfect. It's an art that hasn't been touched in a long. You're right, Jimmy.
dude. So Jimmy, I think the reason why that's true, why you say that, and I think because the practical effects no longer exist. It's all CGI, and I think there's something lost in the art of that, and I think it affects the actors. I think that something has to do with that. The style, the writing, and I think I don't know, something has to do with it. It might be just something. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that whole genre of actor is just gone. I'm just dating myself here. I'm old, but
old. You're not that old.
Yeah. My kids think I'm old. You are an old man, Dad.
Well, that's your kids.
Shut up, you brat.
Get out of here, kid. I'll sell you to the gypsies.
Shut up. I'll make you move into Laura's house.
No, they don't want to live with me because I'm tough.
Yeah, I know.
I always tell people, they go, we're going to send them to your house. I go, no, I guarantee you they'll be running back home because I'm tough.
Yeah.
Stu says, no, I mean, if the character wasn't in the movie, it would have been the same outcome. His character had no impact to the actual chain of events that took place. Right. I understand.
Yeah, like Jimmy's right. The Nazis would have just all died like they did even if Indy hadn't intervened. Right.
So, yeah, and Steph says she likes the old Arnold movies too. Yeah, I mean, the movies today just don't stand up to what we grew up with.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to do with the writers. The writers aren't as good.
Yeah, I agree. Like when I remember when I heard after the Terminator 2, when he started doing the other Terminator movies, I was like, what? He's going to do another one?
Right.
And I was just, come on, what's he going to have, a walker?
Well, I say the same thing about the Rocky movies. I go, what's he going to beat himself up in a wheelchair? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on. Hey, what are you going to do for you?
Or when he does another Rambo movie's coming out,
Oh, stop. Really?
That's what I heard. Another Rambo movie. I'm thinking, oh, come on. Sylvester, you need to find a different character.
I mean, I love Stallone. I think he's still a great, what was the ones he did with all his buddies? The all the I don't know 10 or 12 guys that he had in with him. You know, great movies, but like, come on, like, what's he gonna do? What's he? Okay, can you help me pick this machine gun up? I need some help. You know,
Yeah.
it's heavy. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I'll get you. It's freaking heavy. That's an M60.
Ew. What's this button for?
It's a freaking gun, you know.
That's good, Bill. Jimmy says he's heard that the new Rambo thing is an origin story, which is stupid. Yeah, I won't bother. Rambo versus Liam Neeson. I would watch that.
Oh man, like
I like Liam Neeson.
yeah, I think he's cool. Liam Neeson's cool.
Oh,
Liam
yeah.
Neeson, like, it's kind of like no matter how old he gets, it's like. But I think because we've seen Sly young, like Liam Neeson is kind of like an older actor. Like we've seen him like old, and now that we can relate as he's getting older. But like so, like Rocky, like he was like 1970 something.
Right.
Now that he's older, like we're like, dude, give it up. But like, I don't know. I think Liam Neeson, we're like, we're okay with him getting older and sort of action guy. But like, we've had enough of like Arnold, like going like.
It's the same thing.
I think that must be it. Like we're beating a dead horse, dude. Would you stop?
Right.
What, you don't want me to do this no more? No, we don't.
He's still a good actor. We enjoy it, but switch it up. Give it up, man.
He's a fantastic actor, and I think he's 10 times better than Arnold. I think Arnold's wicked funny as like a comical actor too. Don't get me wrong.
Liam Neeson. You hate Liam Neeson, Jimmy? That's sacrilegious.
Why you hate me?
I love Liam Neeson, but yeah, no, I agree.
Oh,
you know,
dude,
even Arnold.
Helby, I
change
heard
it up.
That's going to be friggin' hilarious that Liam Neeson's going to be in the new Naked Gun movie. That's going to be so friggin' funny.
Wow.
I can't wait.
Oh, no, you're right, Stu. They do. Because they, men are, they age gracefully, but it's when a woman gets older, it's, she gets the grandma, the grandma role.
I do,
but not for nothing. Look at a lot of those older women in Hollywood. There, some of them are still hocking, freaking hot. I'm sorry.
Plastic surgery, though.
No, there's a lot of surgery. What's her name there? Helen Mirren.
Cher. She's like,
Cher's
supernatural.
Surgery. I think
Madonna. She's supernatural as well.
Oh, Madonna gives me the creeps.
No, she's natural though. Like she's natural.
Oh yeah, she's creepy. She's this old lady that just don't want to sit down. The last thing that what was it? The concert she did, and they were showing video of it, and it was kind of nasty. You got your grandma bumping and grinding on a pole or whatever. Oh. Come on, you're over 60, Madonna. That is not attractive.
Hey, and I don't know. I've never really. I think I seen the first Mission Impossible, and then like. I don't know. I'm like not a huge Tom Cruise fan. I don't love him or hate him. I can take him or leave him. Do you like the Mission Impossibles?
Like them. Yeah, I like the Mission Impossibles. I like it actually because he does all his own stunts.
I do. I think that's really respectable.
He's got big balls, man.
There was like that dirt bike stunt he was doing. He did that like 12 or 15 takes that they did with that. Yep. I was reading about that.
Did you see the video where they were talking about he did the stunt where he was jumping from one building to another and he actually broke his ankle?
Yeah, there's like a ton of
during the take, and then he kept running on the busted foot.
So, yeah, you know who else did that? One of my favorites, Big Trouble in Little China. Who's Kurt Russell? Oh,
Kurt Russell. Love Kurt Russell.
Save Manhattan. He did that with Sylvester Stallone in that movie. He broke his ankle in a take, and he kept running too.
Right, guys are crazy.
But yeah,
I'm not a fan of Cruise as a person, but as an actor, he's got it nailed.
Agreed. So like, there's the respect thing. You could think somebody's a wiener, but as far as like professionally, you could respect them.
So. Oh yeah, he knows his business, but yes, he needs to rethink his the way he presents himself. I love Tom Hanks. Yeah. I remember the first time Tom Hanks was on TV.
Yeah, that show with his bosom buddies, right?
Bosom buddies.
Bosom
Yep.
buddies, yeah.
And let's see. Mark wants to know, what's your favorite haunted house style film? Something
Poltergeist.
like The Conjuring, Indigenous, etc.
Mine's Poltergeist. I'm old though.
Is it Poltergeist?
Yes.
You know what? Yeah. The
mine's
Poltergeist movies. Yep.
mine's the first Poltergeist. That's just because it has like corpses in it, especially when like
Those were real.
When they were in the swimming pool and they were like
those were
floating
real.
around. And the one that came like when they were trying to leave the house and they open up the door and the coffin comes through the floor, busts through the tile, the ceramic tile, and then it opens, and it was like a creepy woman in like a wedding gown. That was like so creepy to me. Now you got to remember, like that came out in like 1982. I was probably like 10 years old when I saw that, and if I was even that old. So that to me was, the Poltergeist movies are like friggin' creepy because so much happened in those movies. You got a lot going on.
Yeah, it was.
How about you?
Good. It was well done. But then when I found out that in the swimming pool scene there was actual real skeletons.
Yeah, from India, they imported real skeletons.
Flipped out. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Steph says Kino is my man, and of course Clint Eastwood and his son Scott. Oh, I just pictured me as the cream in between them two cookies. I know, they're great. Let's see. Mark says it is the best. The medium in it. She did the voiceover for Scariest Places on Earth. Oh, really? You know, it's amazing the things that you find out. You don't realize it at the time that it's going on, but then you'll be, like maybe a few years down the road and go, hey, wait a minute. I recognize that person from this other movie. And holy shit, that was them. It's one of those deals.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of that when I, rewatch old stuff. And I'll say, oh shit, wait a minute. I didn't know he was in this movie.
Yeah. So I was like, I was like, wait a minute. So I'm like a little behind you here, Laura, on the comments here.
Okay.
Jimmy said Tom Hanks was in Legend. I was like, wait, what?
No, I like Tom Hanks. Great
he meant
career.
Tom Cruise.
But he meant Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise is a very good actor. But dude, I just don't believe in how he presents himself.
The makeup with Tim Curry, that devil was the most epic.
Oh my God, yes.
That's the most epic devil makeup ever. That whole scene.
I never knew that was him until like a couple of years ago.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I have that on DVD, man. That's just such a
when I seen that, movie. I said, you gotta be shitting me. That's him?
Yeah.
Awesome character. Awesome job.
Dan Feeling from Nightcart was the narrator for original Texas Chainsaw. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Really? Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. He's such a hateable guy in Night Court.
Yeah, that's what made him so great.
Yeah.
Steph, does anyone remember the Brady Bunch episode where the kids scared each other? No.
I don't remember that one.
Let's see. Anton wants to know, have you ever seen the film Cell Dweller? It's a horror film about a demon comes out of the comic drawing and unalives the character, whoever draws it.
Oh, no, I never seen that one.
That sounds a little familiar.
Is it older or newer? When did that come out?
I don't know. When did it? Yeah, it was. When did it come out, guys? It sounds familiar. The Entity was a great movie. There's a lot of, I like a lot of the scary movies, but I like it when they do one and leave it at that. I hate it when they do, you've got the multiple series, like, the Friday the 13th and all this. How many times can you take these people out and they keep coming back? I don't know. I just get frustrated with them. So I usually watch like the first one and then that's it. And I won't watch, the other ones. All right. You got to boot that guy out. That Carburetors and Coffee dude.
Yeah, who's that? Wise guy.
She said they made a ghost in the backyard and the ghost came out of a chest in the attic. Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Huh.
Anton said it was a movie. It was on YouTube and it came out in the 80s.
What's it?
Yeah, that's a troll, Steph. That Carburetors guy's a troll.
He's a punk.
I think we need to do, beat down on him. Says, yeah, at the very beginning, when they showed the police footage, he's telling the story. His voice hasn't changed in almost 50 years. It's crazy. Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. It's stuff that you don't realize until either somebody points it out or you just happen to catch it at the right moment. You're like, oh, shit, wait a minute.
Yeah, Aliens is like one of my favorite movies, too. Aliens, plural. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
I love that movie. Burke. It was Burke.
I loved both Alien versus Predator movies.
Yeah.
I never watched the whole thing. I don't know what happened. I just never watched the whole thing.
I watched the first Alien versus Predator, and it was like,
Now, see, I don't like the Saw movies. I don't know. It's just not that they don't appeal to me whatsoever.
You know what I didn't like about the Alien versus Predator is, so you had all these Marines, okay, and they were like this special group of Marines, and the smartest one out of all of them. Now, don't take this the wrong way. Was this? They had to make like the hero. This woman, she was like the special ops. She went in with them, and she was like smarter than all of like the special ops Marines. It's like she was the one like, guys, get back, and like they were all stupid, like going what, and like then like the alien would get them, and she was like, get down, like telling them all to get down, but they were like stupid and being like what, and then like they'd get like hit, and she'd be like, step back, like follow me, and like it was like what. They were like the special ops guys, and she's the one. Yeah, but
she was the specialist in that situation.
No, she wasn't. She was just like some dork. Like it was like so. It was so unbelievable. Like it was just like, I've had enough. I see what you're doing. Like this wouldn't really happen. The Marines would be going like, get back in the truck. We don't need to take orders from you. We got this. We have our miniguns, and
Well, it's not what was in the script, Bill. I
I know, and I don't like tomfoolery. I don't like it. I don't like.
Anto, no, I like the Final Destinations movies.
Oh, good night, Betty.
Because it's the kind of luck I have.
Yeah.
You think you cheated something, the next thing you know, you get busted in the face with a street sign. That's the kind of thing. That's my luck. Let's see. Barrels of Blood and Snow White background. So much fun. I gotta get caught up on chat, guys. Okay. Jimmy, yeah. Steph isn't a great fan of the Saw movies either. Yeah, I just
never saw them. I mean,
Jimmy doesn't like the Alien so much, but Alien was
the
great.
First one.
However, Terry's death in the first one made no sense. I don't know. I never saw the Predator movie. You never saw the original Predator movie? Oh, Julie. That's a good movie. That is a good movie. That one you need to check out.
They had to have a bodyguard.
Of course, that's where the scene comes, right? Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper. There you go.
Come on, I'm right here. Kill me. Yeah,
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. Yeah, it's just that's definitely a must see, Julie. That's what I'm saying. See how the difference in writing, nowadays, oh, we're going to remake, or when I do a movie, it's lame. It really is. So it's the writers. He says the original Predator suit was created by Stan Winston Studios.
Yeah, the original Predator was actually the stupid
Cool.
looking alien, and it was Jean-Claude Van Damme was in the suit.
Was he?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. You should see it. And they actually have pictures of how stupid it looked. They were like, this sucks. We got to do something different.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 dots. Love it.
Yep. Yeah, the suit then they hired Stan Winston to draw something. It looked like a giant bug. Yeah. Yeah, what did it look like? It looked like an ant kind of with like one antenna on top, an upright ant. It was
the original is what you're saying.
Yes, yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like they were doing dailies, which dailies are like they watch like what they filmed, and they were like, this doesn't look scary at all. This looks stupid.
So, oh no, yeah, what they ended up with was awesome because it was totally different.
Yeah, and that's
So
when they
it was
hired Kevin, which was also the same guy who was in the suit for Harry and the Hendersons.
oh, okay.
Was the same guy in the Predator suit, and actually, the helicopter pilot, when the explosion goes, he does a cameo shot where he goes, "What the f?" The black dude, who's the helicopter pilot in Predator,
right?
That's actually Kevin. I forgot his last name, but he's the Predator guy who is in the Predator suit. 7'1" or 2.
Wow, that's big dude. It's a very impressive.
Yep.
Jimmy says it's crazy because they filmed the whole movie with that bug suit and then decided it wasn't working, so they just dubbed in the new suit somehow. And
Yeah,
then they filmed the ending scenes with the showdown. Oh, really?
Well, they had to refilm all those other scenes, yeah. But so the scene where they show like they showed like the legs running and stuff, yeah, and then they put like the morphed thing over top. Yeah, that's actually the bug thing, and they did the morph thing over top. They layered it so that you.
Oh, isn't that impressive?
And it's
Wow.
actually Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the suit before he was
Right.
actually like super famous.
Never knew that. Never knew that.
Yep.
He says the guy who played the Predator was also the same guy in Predator 2, and he was also from Harry and the Hendersons. He was also married to a chick who was on Sesame Street. Could you imagine
Yeah,
that?
and you know what sucks?
This is my husband, the Predator. Let's bring him on Sesame Street.
Yeah, he got a friggin' blood transfusion and got he got HIV from a friggin' blood transfusion. That's how he friggin' died.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
Steph says, did we see No One Will Save You? No.
I didn't see that.
What is that one about?
I don't know what that is.
I'm really bad with movies.
Oh,
I
Steph.
Really am.
Did you see Steph said Airplane is on? No way.
Yeah.
Dude, what's one of my favorites? Wait, Steph, surely you can't be serious.
I speak jive.
Come with some snack, Jack.
And Jimmy says, yes, I saw it. It was really interesting. It's one of those, what the fuck is happening right now? Really? No One Will Save You. I've never even heard of it. But like I said, I'm bad when it comes to movies. They'll go, have you seen this? Oh, no, I haven't seen it. And it'd be like 20 years old. I haven't seen it. I'm behind.
So what was our choice for dinner tonight? Oh, we had a choice, steak or fish. That's right. I had the lasagna. Okay, now I'm going to do one-liners from Airplane.
Don't call
Sorry.
me Shirley.
Yes, I am. There's Steph. Thank you, Steph.
That's funny.
How's the airplane feel? Sluggish, like a wet sponge. Sluggish, like a wet sponge. I hope that son of a bitch doesn't know how much I hate him. He says he hopes he doesn't know how much he hates you.
There you go. Mark says,
What's your
Roger,
vector?
what's... Yeah.
Joey, you ever been in a Turkish prison?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Do you like
Or
movies
when they
about
have
gladiators?
they have to blow up the autopilot.
Yeah.
He's got a smile on his face.
So when my daughters were younger, I would walk into their room and I'd just open up the door and I'd go, just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. And I'd shut the door. And then I'd wait like 10 more minutes and I'd go,
Right.
just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. And then I'd wait like another 10 minutes and I'd do that.
Oh
And they'd
my
be like,
God.
Dad, would you stop?
Something wrong with Dad. What the heck's the matter with him?
And of course, they would have no clue because I wouldn't ever let them watch Airplane.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Antone says, have you ever seen the movie called Them, a horror movie in the 50s? It's about the invasion of giant ants. The special effects in the movie were spectacular. I do remember seeing parts of that, but I never watched the whole thing. Because I do love old movies. If you're not seeing them, watch Top Secret and Spaceballs. Yep, we've got Spaceballs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lord Helmet.
I don't know about the Top Secret, but Spaceballs, yes, of course.
Yes, I've heard of Top Secret.
Now, is Rick Moranis is doing more interviews and stuff. Yeah, because Rick Moranis, he went and he decided that he was done with acting and went into hiding in Canada because that's where he's from and started raising his family. He just wanted to be a dad.
Right.
He did away after retired, and now he's finally coming to talk. Dude, yes, that's awesome. Do you ever watch the movie Big Bully? That was a good movie with
No, I never saw that.
Yeah, Rick Moranis and Tom Arnold.
Really? No, I didn't see that one. Julie, you never seen Airplane either? Well, it's on TV right now.
Yeah.
That is freaking funny.
Yeah, that's the one, Big Stu. Joey, you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah.
Joey? He always starts everything out with Joey.
Yeah. Run, Joey, run. It's very funny.
Yeah.
And then when the woman's screaming, the woman's hysterical and everybody's lining up to slap her in the face.
Yeah. Calm down, get a hold of yourself.
Right.
And then there's that woman with a big 357 Magnum.
Right. Yeah.
Doctor, you're wanted on the phone. And then the nun, calm down, get a hold of yourself.
She spanks her too. See, one film they would not be allowed to make now is Blazing Saddles. There's a lot of films they would be able to make because of the way that what they say in the movies.
So funny, I know.
Nobody could take a joke anymore. It's like all the TV shows we used to watch growing up. You know, like All in the Family. They would never put that back on.
And
Sanford and Son.
Gene Wilder and what's his name? What's his sidekick that they always did movies together? The black dude.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name though.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Their camaraderie together. They got away with so much racial stuff. It was so hilarious.
Yeah.
See No Evil, Hear No Evil was hilarious.
Yeah.
Silver Streak, where like they put black paint on Gene Wilder, and he was like, I dig it, I could dig it. And he was like, oh, so funny, man. Yeah, Richard Pryor. And then Red Fox, who was the Aunt Ethel? Who was
Aunt Esther.
Aunt Esther.
Aunt Esther. Wow.
You know how they'd always fight?
Monkey. Yeah.
He told Aunt Esther, Aunt Esther, He goes,
He always
I'm gonna,
called her a bottomless gorilla face.
he said, he goes, I'm gonna push your face into cookie dough and milk gorilla cookies.
Good at cookies, yep. No, that you couldn't play those shows now, and I love it. I
Oh, it's
died
so
laughing
funny.
watching that show.
Yeah, stir
Freaking
crazy. That
awesome. Yeah,
silver
that was
stir, yeah.
good.
And stir crazy was so funny, man.
They need to get back to making some, but to see, I think offends everybody.
You
Oh, I'm
can't.
offended.
You can't. There's too many snowflakes, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Because literally a handful. They open up their mouths and they go, you know what, you're right. You can't do that. Can't do that. The only people that don't give a crap is South Park, and that's awesome.
Right, right. It's the big one, Elizabeth. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah,
Come on,
I'm coming to join you, honey.
Elizabeth.
With the arthritis in my hand, it was always crippled up. The
Yeah.
arthritis.
Slapshot. I don't know what that one is.
One of my favorite ones, and of course I have to word this correctly so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Sanford and Son was where he got arrested for a speeding ticket. I don't know if you remember that one.
No,
And then he was representing himself, and he was asking the arresting officer, why don't you arrest more white people? And he goes, well, I do. And then he proceeds to go, look at all the ends that you got in here, man. You got enough ends. He goes, you got enough ends in here to make a Tarzan movie. That is one of the funniest lines.
It's fantastic, man. And that's what I mean, that's why the ratings were so high. Because
it was funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Stu knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. When
Yeah.
he says, I'm like, oh my God, you could not get away with that nowadays.
Yeah.
It's
Big
really
Stu, yeah, I
good.
must have seen it. Hockey team call me movie. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, the good old days when you actually, enjoy a joke and not have to worry about people crying about it.
Yeah, that's those days
Oh,
are gone.
boy.
Hopefully it settles down. I don't know.
I doubt it. It's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Until people, get the bunch out of their shorts. It's just ridiculous. And they always give in to that group of people. Oh, well, we can't hurt their feelings. Whatever. Let's see. I've got to go to bed. Time for me. It was good night. Catch y'all later. Or when we chat night. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for hanging out. Yep. I'll be having Mark on soon.
Oh,
I'm looking
cool.
forward
All
to
right.
that. Mark's a great interview, so I'm looking forward to that.
Have you interviewed him before?
Troll. Yeah, I've interviewed. Yeah. Haunted Truth with Mark. It's a great interview.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Jimmy says, imagine how people used to complain about the censorship back then, and now it's unbelievably worse. Oh, yeah. The days where you couldn't even show your belly button on TV. Now they're showing tallywhackers. So, I mean, come on.
Steph, that's called an attention getter.
Yep. Buford T. Justice.
That's cool.
Oh, jeez. Great shows.
When I get home, I'm going to punch your mama in the mouth.
Yeah. No.
Those, they said that 99% of what Jackie Gleason said in that movie was ad-libbed.
Oh, yeah. He was good
None
at
of it was scripted. And some bitch, too, was also. He made
I love it when they do that stuff, because then the other actors are like, oh, crap.
Yeah, they got to feed off of it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But they did it. But that's what made the movies or the TV shows, those parts. I don't know. We're going on the third hour, guys. Bill, what's going on with you? Give us an update before we shut everything down and let everybody know what's going on with you.
Let me see. I'm trying to get stuff done, Laura. You know what's holding me back from posting? I have a video done. You know what's holding me back? Guess what's holding me back from putting it up?
What is holding you back?
What do I hate doing? I complain about it all the time.
Thumbnails. Bill
Yeah.
doesn't like to make thumbnails.
Yeah, I have to make a friggin' thumbnail and I hate it.
He
I
does
just have to.
great intros. He does great other stuff. He doesn't want to do thumbnails.
Yeah, I can edit a video. I hate making a thumbnail. I friggin' hate it. So, anyways, I got a video coming out. I've been doing weekly videos, but I dropped the ball,
Great.
and I think it's been 2 weeks since I put one up. But I have one coming out this weekend, and I just have to. I'm halfway done with a thumbnail. You know what happens? I start like people like Jimmy and Uncle Junk come on, and I start watching that. I swear, and I'm like, I should be making a thumbnail.
Blame it on Jimmy.
I swear, I was making a thumbnail the other day, and I'm like, I get a notification, and friggin' Uncle Junk is on, and I'm like, all right, well maybe I'll watch that, and I'm like, because I hate if you like doing something and hate doing the other, you're gonna do the thing you like, which I kind of like watching Uncle Junk run around and cook a fish.
There you go.
So like, it's like, all right, I guess I'll watch this.
God.
And I should have had that done, and so that's what I've been keeping busy, Laura. But
well, yeah, you have, because you were making my intro. Actually, I said, you guys want me to play the intro again for you who missed it? Because you see what Bill's been up to.
For you guys.
For you guys, I could show it again if you want.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. It's Jimmy's fault. Yeah, so
it's Jimmy's fault. Jimmy's fault. See, this time it's not Beardo's fault. It's Jimmy's fault.
From now on, no, it's Uncle Junk. We'll start. Let's do a new cliche. It's Uncle Junk's fault.
Okay. Steph says, "Yep, play it." Okay, we're gonna play it so you guys could see. Seeing that you missed it in the beginning, this is what Bill's been up to.
Yeah.
Haunting since time began. Wrong side paranormal seeks the truth, looking for some kind of real proof. Creepy floorboards and eerie dark mist. Grab your camera and document this. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the wrong side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. The icy air touches your neck. You feel like screaming, but you stay in check. All rising up to take the magical flight. You can't believe what's happening tonight. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side.
There you go, guys. That's what he's been up to. So what do you think? Is it worth a few peanuts?
Peanuts.
If anybody's interested, Bill works for fried bologna sandwiches.
That's true. Yeah, I can with
I
mustard.
thought it was freaking awesome. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Stu said, yeah, actually Bill and I wrote the lyrics. Phil did the music, and then Bill tweaked it a bit when he did this new intro. And I just I shit myself when I seen it last night. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. So
So I'm glad everybody liked it. See, they like you, Bill. They like you.
they like me.
Good
They
night,
really
Julie.
like
Thanks
me.
for joining us. I'm glad you hung out to see it.
Yeah. Thanks,
Um,
Julie.
so yeah,
Appreciate it.
I thought it was cool. My favorite part, I told Bill, and I'll say it again, was when the soldier's coming through the mirror, and then as he puts his foot down, then the music explodes. I thought it was just awesome.
Yeah, I know I had to use that definitely.
That was just freaking awesome. And then of course, as the ending where the ghost hand comes over the face, and then it goes to my emblem there. I thought that was just awesome.
Yeah, I think the hardest part was actually just finding stuff to use. Like putting it together was relatively easy. Just like finding everything was hard. Like that was the hard like the part that took the longest. Putting it together was easy. Like if you ask anybody that is in editing, that flies by. But the the research part is like, all right, what am I going to use for this? What am I going to use for that? And like that's the part that is like the headache. Like you have like the recipes, then you have like you have the recipe, you have your ingredients, and then you have like you put everything together, and then like you
Right.
bake it in the product at the end, and that's kind of like
Right.
how I look at editing. So yeah, so
And
that's
yeah,
how.
because it was great because everything went with the music and what was saying in the lyrics. So that was the beauty of it. So it's just gold star for Bill, gold star.
Well, honestly, Laura, the biggest thing was for me was hoping that you liked it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Good. That's really all that mattered to me. Was like I hope she likes it because when you work hard on something for someone and I mean I just really wanted you to like it for your channel. So that's all I cared about.
I appreciate it, and I said I'm going to pay him in a big smooch. I have to give him
Yeah.
one across the lips when I see him. So
Well, she gave me a bunch of digital ones on
yeah, but
the
that's not
side.
the same. You got to get the lipstick on your face, so your wife can say, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to go all out. Oh God. Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. And thanks for hanging out with us for these lovely 3 hours. I always have a great time when Bill is on.
3 hours.
And
Holy crap.
3 hours. We just like to run our yaps.
It doesn't seem
Please
like it, does
check
it?
out Bill's channel, you guys. Everybody's got a car. Bill can help you out.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe. And if you have any pity, donate. It all goes towards the channle.
Laura needs help. Like,
Pity, pity donations. No,
she
I'm
has a new
kidding.
computer.
Do what you guys want to do. It's all right. We just appreciate you coming hanging out with us. And we'll always have Bill on. So
If
we
you
don't have to
wanna.
worry about that. Now we're just trying to get Bill to do his show again. So we can go over there
Yeah,
and harass him.
soon.
So
I hope to soon. I mean,
soon,
I
soon,
have to.
soon.
Hopefully I can get Dennis back. If he's not too shy,
That
who knows.
he's not shy.
But if he doesn't, I'll just go solo.
Start
I'll
having guests on. That's all.
I know
Guest co-host.
I'll have to I think Jimmy and I were talking about he was talking about doing it through StreamYard. Like I was confused on how he was talking about that. I'll have to I don't know, I'll have to
Yeah,
text him or something. And
contact Jimmy. Jimmy is the ace with the OBS. He'll tell you how to
yeah,
do
because I
it.
use OBS and then I'd have to use Voodoo Ninja, and then I was like, I don't know. I get lazy when it comes to that. I get overwhelmed with all the crap on how to do it,
Too
but I'll
many
figure it
things,
out.
right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jimmy. I'd appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, because that's how he did it when he was trying to show me. We were online together, and he did it step by step. So it's
Yeah.
and you're gonna understand it better than I do because you do editing. So it's And he's free even now, he said. So hook, hit him up. Hit him up. Okay, guys. You guys all have a great night. I look forward to seeing you all again. I'm going to be live with Susan on Saturday. So if you can join us. If not, I'm going to be, I think.
Don't you have something coming up with?
Yes,
What was
the
that
big thing
thumbnail you
on
made?
Saturday. Saturday is the guys versus the gals. Excuse me. So yeah, come and have fun. Jimmy's going to be there.
Yeah, what is that? What is?
It's
Explain
gonna
that.
be what we're gonna do is just have it's a paranormal groups or people that done paranormal stuff, and we're gonna be asking fun questions and see how they answer,
Well,
and then the chat is pretty much gonna say who's the winner at the
the
end.
guys are gonna win. I mean, geez.
Who handles the situation better? If you like their answer to the questions better.
Oh, okay, the guys are gonna win.
You're going down, O'Doyle.
O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules. That's Billy Madison.
That's okay, Stu. You can join drunk. It should be fun. So, guy, don't miss out on it. It's going to be a good time. Until then, everybody, remember to live life a little bit on the raw side. We'll see you next time.
Bye.